Good morning. Oh, put the light on. Oh, good morning. I actually need to update that command, don't I? Let me do that quickly. Are we all ready for another day of a group stage? Morning, Human Readable. Morning, Luigi. Fovi, Lemon, Tolma. So ready? All right. We were treated to an unorthodox day of Overwatch yesterday. We'll see what we get more of. Morning, Plum. Fierce Lights. Let me update this command and then we can look at the games. Commands. Thanks for the follow on to Side Doubts. Now, the thing is, that's surely not a real command because I know that's fictional. Out today on YouTube and Spotify after today's stream. Let me spell today correctly out of respect. Update. Unk. Locked in. Morning, GP. Morning, Dylan. Morning, RK. Morning, Kuma. Morning, Sova. Any good games today? I'll show you what we're working. Ooh. I'll show you what we're working with. Thank you as well to Greedo, Phil37, and Fartin Van Buren for the tier 1 and 2 primes respectively while I was offline. Thank you. A bit of a VOD watchers in the mix. I saw a lot of people watching the Zeta Division VOD yesterday as well. One of my more viewed videos. People couldn't resist the Frogger versus Violet matchup. What we're working with today is Zeta versus Varel, Way versus Vortex Wolf, and 99 Divine playing their first game in this group stage against Crazy Raccoon. So we'll get some interesting things, right? I think if there was ever a time for an upset, it's for Way Vortex Wolf 1, but yeah, it's their best shot, right? I think we can all agree it's the Japanese teams and Pacific teams' best shot is Way, as Way do certainly seem like the weakest team out of the 4 Korean teams, but it's still a tall ask. It's still a tall ask for sure. Let me get what am I working with here? Let's get Soup up. Feeling Soup live. Want the game names in the title? We can. I don't think it makes too much difference. I think people will still be interested when they see names like Zeta and Way and all of this. Where am I going? I don't want VODs. I want live. Here out step. Alright, now we're talking. Overwatch. Oh, Asia, that's what I'm looking for. Exploration permitted. Ha, we've got permission to explore. What's my favorite soup? My favorite soup? I don't really have that much soup. You know, actually, I was always jealous because Chrissy, the trendsetter that years, started doing this when we lived in LA with London Spitfire. We would get a certain amount of budget every day to order lunch and dinner. And what he would start doing for lunch, he would start ordering tomato soup and a grilled cheese. And then once he started that, I think he set a little bit of a, he started a bit of a movement, and I think that became increasingly popular. Hey, Ori Nice. I think I'm saying that right. But other than that, I'm not really a go-to soup haver. But the tomato soup and grilled cheese, yeah, you're right, it is a classic. I've got some noodles made this morning, just a little snack, and then I've got a sausage bagel later. So we're doing all the hits today, all the classics. I guess other than that, maybe just like a chicken soup or something. Like chicken and leek, or potato and leek, that's good as well. I remember when I had my, I don't know if anyone else has had like wisdom teeth out. I remember when I had my wisdom teeth out, and I just couldn't eat anything solid for ages. I made like a big batch of potato and leek soup, and that was just my food for that entire time when I couldn't eat solid food. Let's get some background noise up here. How's the HelloFresh going? Yeah, so we had I'm going to forget the name of it now. It was like a kind of like a spicy chicken salad type thing. It was like there were salad leaves, carrot, tomatoes, lots of the classic things in a salad. It gave me like a ciabatta that I broke up, put some garlic on, some oil on, and made like my own croutons. So croutons are always super nice, but these were super nice croutons. Then just like some fried chicken, not like deep fried chicken, but just has like fried on the stove. With like it was a ginger, lemon, and garlic paste as it. What's the white line at the edge of the screen? Don't know. Will it go away? Does it go away now? Yeah, maybe it's just like the border of a thing. Maybe it's gone now. Wait, hold on, let's see. I'm not sure. It seems to go away when we're full screen. Oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, is this my notepad? Oh. There we go. Ha! From when we were doing the preparation stream. I still have the notepad open. It's always there watching. Just put pork spare ribs in the oven, so slightly less healthy. Oh, that does sound good though. You want the white banner back? We can. All right, well, white banner. I can put important notes here. Good. Good. What does exploration permitted mean on the soup streams? I think it just means live. I presume it's like a translation error. I don't know if I'm using Microsoft Edge. Maybe that's controversial in and of itself. But I'm using Microsoft Edge, which it has like I guess like a built-in translation thing. This one. Nope. But it has some like built-in translation. It sometimes just happens automatically. Sometimes it pops up. So I presume it's its best attempt at that. Hoping Zeta are in a silly mood today. I mean, yeah, I think in my predictions, I'd probably put all 3 O's today. The non-Korean team still vying for their first map win. Ooh, it's time to water the tree. If anyone doesn't know, we're growing a tree in Discord, and we are so close to being maxed out in terms of all the upgrades we can get on the tree. We're at level 500 on one thing, 500 out of 500. Or sorry, 100 out of 100. But on the other one, we're level 499 out of 500. So we're so close. So close. How was yesterday? Light entertainment, I'd probably class it as. The tree is gone? Yeah, I've also just got the rainbow now. We're getting too powerful. We're getting too powerful and they've taken the tree away from us. What are you saying, Trini? Alright, well, I think I can guess the theme of the video. A classic Overwatch viewer. Frogger got bullied hard yesterday. Beat on his corpse. Pelican solo bladed him. Pelican solo bladed him twice, though. And the second time Frogger got away. Alright, GB Ox got the apples. Do I have any cash? I have any pennies? I've got 38 pennies to throw at the tree. 38 pennies going towards the tree. Every little helps. And the ban. True, they won the ban as well, didn't they? They got the Junkrat banned. Color Hex manifested it in Twitch chat. What you're hearing is Frogger bait have a blade for nothing? Exactly. Did the non-Korean teams get a single map? Not yet, show. I think this one here. My pen working? Yeah, and this one here, the Way versus Vortex, and this will be the best shot. But it's looking a tough test for the non-Korean teams. Kind of as we expected, I think, or as a lot of people expected at least. Oh, really? Did they not have match chat on? Did they turn it on? Oh, hi Gavin, hi Kazette. Did they have? Because they had match. Did they have match chat on for playoffs last week in EMEA in North America? Or am I making that up?
Has inherited the XLX monitor stand design. It has incorporated
Morning, San.
industrial-grade bearings into the height adjustment mechanism, allowing easier and smoother adjustment to the exact desired height. The new monitor series continue to evolve, refining details to ensure players can...
You think it's a WG thing? Because they had it off during the regular season, EMEA and NA for sure. Pepe won't be dropping a single map. You can. Oh, here we go.
경쟁을 할 때 마이크를 꼭 쓰는 남자 문창식 해설과 함께합니다. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 네. 요즘 개인 채널도 그렇고 방송도 그렇고 열심히 하고 있어요.
제가 이제 소집 해제를 하고 나서부터 느꼈어요. 진짜 열심히 살아야겠구나. 제가 이제 내년에 30이다 보니까
벌써
제 그 뭐라고 해야 될까요?
Zowie ad sounded like a 90s company instruction video. Yeah, but don't we all want to buy Zowie stuff now? So I think it worked.
그거는 좀 생각을 해볼게요.
WG praying for budget's sake that the Korean teams don't lose groups. I mean, to be fair,
어제 같은 경우에는 코리아
it's, it looks like their bet is quite safe.
좀 아쉽죠. 굉장히 압도적인
Someone capped Havana at first and second. It was the first game of the day, wasn't it? It was it Crazy Raccoon versus Vortex Wolf? Maybe it was Vortex Wolf, right?
네. 그리고 이제 또
Or am I just
좀 화제를 불러왔죠.
yeah, this Havana. It says 3-0, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a 3-0.
다양한 픽들을 소화하면서 저에게 또
I think that's wrong. I'm pretty sure it was 3-2 actually.
거기에 정커 퀸도 거의 고정하다시피 들어가더라고요.
네.
퀸 저희 안 본 지 오래됐잖아요. 근데
그렇죠.
그에 맞서는 제타의 맛퀸 미러전.
Morning, Nadraf. Welcome.
자, 그리고 이제 오늘 같은 경우에 또 코리아 세팅
If they lose the flight, they'll get their money back. Don't you worry, Turtle.
웨이가 국제전의 첫 모습을 드러내게
For those who don't know, the top 4 teams, or top 2 teams from each group, so 4 in total, they will be going to a LAN playoff in Korea next week.
라쿤, 제타, 팔콘 이 세 팀은 워낙에 좀 증명된 선수들이 많고 오래된 팀이기도 하고 그렇지만 웨이가 국제전에서 어떤 모습일지는 좀 오늘 열어봐야 알 것 같고요.
그렇습니다. 다시 한번 웨이의 검증 자리가 온 만큼 문창식 해설이 말씀해 주신 것처럼 이제 증명.
We have a Japanese broadcast. Well, I was hoping for a clean feed.
홍보를 드리도록 하겠습니다. 자, 먼저 OWCS
If not, we'll stick Korean just because the quality on Soup is like
3월 12일 수요일 날
is better.
많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다. 다시 한번 말씀드리지만 코리아 플레이오프
No Varel believers. What are we down at? 5%.
5초 났다고 해요.
5%. Fuck.
저 요새 너무 좋은 것 같아요. 가면 갈수록 이게 그 매진되는 속도가 빨라지고 있잖아요. 인기가 많아지고 있다는 거잖아요. 행복합니다.
그렇습니다. 저희도 이제 회사에 가끔 그 표를 부탁드립니다.
I've seen someone say now they hope that Korea and China swap. I guess it depends on because I guess you know how like in EMEA in North America it's run by Face It. In Korea, Pacific, and Japan, it's ran by WDG. Is WDG also running China, or did China have their own tournament organizer organising that at the end of the month? Because that's probably a better indicator of, you know, because I could also see a world where would it make sense for Korea, China, Pacific, and Japan all to form into their own sort of qualification structure, and then they maybe send like 4 teams out of the all of that. China is done by NetEase directly. Yeah, so I guess if it's something like that, the idea of fusing the tournaments is probably pretty unlikely, right?
가보고 싶어요.
맛이 있죠, 또 현지 중계만에.
가보고 싶어요.
그렇습니다. 자, 그리고 또 이제 문화상품권 드롭스도 계속해서 이어지고 있습니다. 랜덤으로 발송되니까 여러분들 로그인을 하셔서 숲에서 좀 계속해서 시청을 해주시면 감사드리겠고요. 또 이제 승부 예측. 승부 예측이 진짜 경기 전 12시간쯤 전만 되면은 뭐 채팅창도 채팅창이지만 커뮤니티도 그렇고 계속해서 좀 연일 화제.
Hold on, let me finish my noodles.
이게 OWCS 코리아에서
And we can stop the bowl ASMR portion of the stream.
그러니까 웨이 팀 덕분에 웃음분들도 많으시고.
Yeah, we'll be streaming all the China games. Well, not the qualifiers, but from the group stage and the playoffs, I'll be doing all of those.
공식 소셜에 업로드가 하나 된 게시물이 있는데 바로 OWCS 아시아가 패션 브랜드 헤베츠와 콜라보레이션을 진행한다고.
Does Korea include the North Korean teams? No.
예, 이번 시즌의 챔피언 자켓을
No.
만나보실 수 있다고 하는.
Because the North Korean
제가
teams,
살짝 봤어요.
if I, I've been following their news reports, they would just win too easily.
아니, 그러니까 그 어떻게 보셨어요?
They would just dominate all of the competition, and it would be very interesting.
일단 굉장히 저는 신선하다고 생각하는데 이 신선한 게 나쁜 신선함이 아니에요. 되게 이런 식으로도 굿즈가 만들어질 수 있구나. 그 저는
I don't think so, Sova. I believe my guess would be that actually the Korea OWCS is actually just South Korea. It's just everyone says Korea because it's like a quicker way to say the name.
뭔가 덕지덕지 많이 붙은 것들이 있잖아요.
그렇죠.
옷들 중에서. 근데 제가 그런 걸 선호하지 않다 보니까
I've heard they're insane. I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
라고 좀 말씀을
You know,
드리겠습니다.
the news would never lie to me, so I'm buying everything they say at face value.
좀 결론을 내려주시지 않을까라는 생각 들고요. 어쨌든 이 부분에 관련해서 프리오더도 진행될 예정이니까 자세한 추후 공식.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well, Red Eyes. Yeah.
자, 그러면 이제 오늘 또 어떤 대회들이 이어질지 대회 개요 함께 확인해 보시죠. 자, 벌써 오른쪽으로 꽤나 많이
The rightful heir. Yeah, what a future that would be. Proper in charge of North Korea.
아시아 그리고 항저우 이 두 일정만 이 스테이지 1에 남게 됩니다.
진짜 이게 시간이 되게 빠르게 지나왔어요. 이게 막 추워서 롱패딩 입고 겨울이고 이랬는데 이제 슬슬 거의 봄이죠. 이제 계약도 다 했고요.
I mean, I don't think you should be surprised this, that a lot of these companies will side with China's point of view because China is obviously the bigger business part of it or bigger economic part of it. So, what do you expect? Whatever promotion relegation games they are on, let me get my calendar up. I think it's the 13th of April. For EMEA in North America, that is. So I think that's, what are we? We're actually almost a month away. It's quite a while, right? Quite a while until the EMEA in North America promotion relegation games. They'll all be broadcast on the main broadcast, but we'll cover them here as well. And yeah, that's a Sunday, the 13th of April. I got my wisdom tooth pulled. Do I get Rainy Day Tracer skin to make it better? Exactly, Viper. Rainy Day Tracer will fix your wisdom tooth. Honestly, wisdom teeth, one of all the things, obviously there's like plenty of worse procedures to go through, but of all the procedures that are actually quite common for a lot of people to go through, wisdom teeth I think is actually one of the worst. So Godspeed on your recovery. Face it, Masters regular season isn't half done, so okay. Well, that kind of lines up with the fact that the games are like a month away then. Yeah. You slept through most of your recovery? That's actually the dream, Pineapple. Yeah, I mean, I heard the same thing, Vanish. I think if anything, it was probably me who started it. It's just a theory, though. I think it's more of a theory than a rumor. If you can handle that distinction. Yeah, I wouldn't treat it as a rumor. It's just a theory someone had. Yeah, so it's a theory based on zero information. Just what's the word? Deduction. Whoa! Thank you, Viper. Rainy Day Tracer skin for you. Congratulations, Counter Soprano and Kretuma. If anyone else wants for Rainy Day Tracer skin, you have until March the 9th, which is a fast approaching deadline. All you need to do, gift 2 community subs to your favourite streamer. Or even your non-favourite streamer. As long as they stream Overwatch, it all counts. Twitch can't tell who your favourite is. Actually, Twitch probably can tell who your favourite is by your watch time. But they'll give you the skin even if it's not to your favourite. Some people have it in their... never had wisdom teeth out. When do they typically arrive? Yeah, I think it happen anytime. I know people who've had it out in like their early 20s. I think I had mine out. It wasn't that long ago. Maybe when I was like 31 or something. Like, I don't know if that's like later than average, but like, mine were quite late.
이 관통으로 두 명의 헤드를 잡아내는 장면이 진짜 명장.
No joke, they had to use 3 different drugs to put me out. Fuck. It depends as well, because sometimes what I think you actually want with your wisdom teeth is you want them all in so they can all be taken out at the same time. Because I know people who have had to go through multiple procedures, basically. You know, like a couple of their wisdom teeth come, they have nose taken out, and then a couple more come or something. Yeah, it depends how severe, I guess, the surgery is, or like how many, because I didn't go under for mine either. Mine was just local, and I just stand there while they like drilling and pulling, and they do. Sorry, this is probably too graphic for some people at this time of the morning, but they do a bit of drilling, but they sort of wiggle the tooth out. Fuck. Yeah, it's not enjoyable. It's not enjoyable. He's trying to eat your breakfast. Yeah, sorry to everyone. Sorry to everyone eating breakfast. Your uncle did yours. Cheap as hell too. That sounds like a bad plan. Crazy Raccoon, I believe, are the last game of the day, if I remember right. Yeah, against 99 Divine. So we got 2 games to happen. So honestly, you're probably looking at like 2 and a bit hours until they play. Maybe I should go brush my teeth. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, brushing your teeth doesn't help with wisdom teeth at all. Yeah, that's what happened to mine BS lights. I think I had like which one is? I think the top 2 maybe came in fine, but the bottom one, you know how teeth are normally like this? You guys know teeth. This is a perfect set of teeth. This being the top, right? Then my wisdom teeth, the fucker. My wisdom teeth, unironically, exactly fucking sideways it comes in. Just absolutely sideways. Like, fucking great. Thanks, Tooth. Yeah, good job, Evolution. What if one of the teeth came in a completely different direction? Oh yeah, we could use that, can't we? Yeah, it's unbelievable. Thanks. The human body creates us 4 teeth to come through later in life, and most of them are fucking shit. Flanking teeth, yeah. I need my teeth not to be on the angle. I mean, isn't it because we actually keep our teeth nowadays? Ooh. Probably right. The idea is that the wisdom teeth are designed to replace teeth that would naturally fall out before the, I guess before the introduction of like a regular healthcare routine or dental health routine. And now everyone just keeps their teeth, so there's no space for wisdom teeth, so they come in fucked up. Ah. Okay, you know what? You know what? So that seems like a good enough theory that actually, I'll take it back. If Charles Darwin is watching everything I said about evolution, I take it back. I take it back. Our jaws are getting smaller. Okay, Stephen, you can't just come in and say something like that. Why are our jaws getting smaller? Our jaws as in our mouths or jaws as in the caster? Because I believe he's getting shorter. Who's playing in EU and NA today? No one. No one. They're starting Saturday and Sunday only. But we'll get all of the rest of the playoff brackets on Saturday and Sunday. Alright, seems like we might be locking in. Well, what about the appendix? I've still got beef with Mr. Darwin. Yes. My appendix has never tried to kill me. It's still in there. But it happened to my mum. Just one day, all of a sudden. What if I explode now? What if I explode? Will that help us survive in this modern world? Didn't help. Had to have it removed. You hope it does try and get me? Guys, please stop rooting for my appendix in all of this. All right, should we lock in a little bit? Let's see how Varel can match up. First game of the day, first map of the day. Another chance for Varel to slay a Korean giant. And we'll be starting on Samoa, we'll be starting on Volcano. Ball has been banned by Zeta, they don't really have a ball player. Varel have banned Farrell, which is a hero that we've seen Zeta Division run quite a lot, and in general quite a difficult hero to work with. For now though, Form has been formed out of KSG. They've got a little bit more of space on this side, but they're losing for point control. The flip's just going to go through. Poor objective control here from Varel, puts them on the back foot. Now they are pinned in, and as soon as that cap goes through, you see Alfie takes the angle from point. Everyone else comes from main. And Varel there. Just a bit too contained, right? A bit too contained about the space they're controlling on the map. They really only held the high ground, which is a decent place to hold, but it's the only angle they controlled. So as soon as that Zeta Division were able to bully them off, get control of that point, close the circle, if you will. Violet nearly has Nano for the next fight, as does Finn. They're coming back nice and fast for this one. Suzu's going to be out early. Stop comes in after Burner after that one. And Finn's torpedoes will do the rest of the work. And here we go, just a straight up brawl in the middle of everyone. Well, all of a sudden there, you see Alfie get the Suzu out really early. You see a lot of teams kind of doing this, where the Genji can sometimes lead the way, put that pressure on the Kiriko, and then, while everyone is sort of turning and dealing with the Genji, lines up a really nice stomp for Bernard to come in and get big value. Kind of what we saw there, but this time they had the torpedo and the nade follow-up too. Now ult advantage for Zeta Division. Nano and Ray ready to go. Varel might have to really consider a disengage in this situation. The ult economy is just against them right now. We're also low on time. Alfie's trying to get this turret down. He does, and Flora's going to find an opening pick. Don't worry about the ult economy now. We've got an opening pick. They've been crushed at the choke. Nico gets the first kill of the round for Varel, but he will not be making it out of here, and Alfie will finish the job. They're even going to stagger out. I was going to say they were going to stagger out KSG, but Bernard just comes in and finishes him off. Now, 5 ults going into what's potentially the last fight here. Varel still desperately short of this Kitsune rush. Overclock's a little bit short as well. Turret is going to get focused down. Now they're coming through. Sleep onto the choke. Bernard's just going to let him sleep, actually. We want to make the touch as hard as possible. Who's going to get the touch? They're going to have to run through main for this one, but they're going to have to run into a whole load of ults. Molten Core to try and take some space. Slow onto Violet, forces him back. But Nano is out. It's a Nano Blade. A cage Nano Blade. They're using everything. Stuck in there, and oh, Mimosa gets taken down. KSG's got the Annihilation on point. Nico's actually found 2 kills, so they're not out of the woods yet. This Annihilation is doing some stuff, and Nico might have just done enough, actually. Nico with the overclock doesn't get caught in the cage, doesn't get caught fighting that Nano Blade, and actually Mimosa's beat ends up doing so much, doesn't it? Because they're cage, they're Nano Blade, but when you use all these ults at the same time, all of a sudden the beat gets to prevent all of them, but a sleep out of spawn from Violet is going to catch Nico, and all of a sudden this retake is looking quite on. Kitsune rushed out as well right now. Rotation round for Violet to pocket everyone through. They seem to have kited this Kitsune rush out. Now Disruptor shot onto KSG. Has to drop the shield. He needs more help, but Kuki going to have his head taken off as he tries to come back. Flora's going to walk in, gets caught by this from Archer. Actually a 1-for-1 trade right now, so it's not all over yet. Mimosa's going to get caught making a play for Finn. Bernard will have to take another step back. Nade onto KSG, but he's got another shield. I think he's got another form timing as well, so he can chase Finn right on out. And all of a sudden, actually, a few hands from Varel here. A second fight in a row for them. Kuki has come back on Tracer. Now they're holding on to point. They've got control of this high ground for Nico. There are marshals on coast right now. KSG needs a lot of help on coast. What's happening to KSG on coast? KSG's just been killed on coast while all of this has happened. What has gone on? Oh, Cloud has been forced out as well. And how on earth was Zeta Division able to bully KSG all the way down coast there without any sort of response from Varel? Yeah. Like, I don't know if you could see it, but he was like down here. This is where KSG died. He was like holding forward a bit. He kites this way. It's probably just a bad way to kite rather than kiting back towards your team. And then all of a sudden, they just hanging out to dry. I think, again, like if you find yourself in that situation, if you're losing on one side pretty heavily, you just need everyone else to collapse from the other side. I would like to see Nico be like, oh, they're all over my ram. He's taking loads of pressure. Can I just push my angle more aggressively? Even if we can't save KSG, maybe we can get a trade. Oh, that's actually a nice shot by Nico, just as Finn tries to get behind the cage shield. Alright, over onto downtown. Looks like we're seeing more of the same comps from both teams.
그래도 바렐이 이번
Turret up on the middle here for Zeta Division. Oh, sorry, for Barrel. Alfie's going to be taking the far side, left side from Violet's POV. Trying to get a bit of his own angle here. Aggressive sleep comes through. Aggressive nade as well. Nade only catches Mimosa. I don't know if they can find the kill. Oh, they force him in. The follow-up there from Bernard. Violet sets him up. And again, you see Bernard. He's not the initiator with these stomps a lot of the time. They let their Genji go first. They let the nade go first. They try and force someone to kite. And then Bernard, he hunts them down with the stomp. They find the value again. Burst fight goes the way of Zeta Division. And they're going to walk up for a forward hold here as well. Now a chance for a retake. Full rail nearly for Nico. Looking for an opportunity. Alfie doesn't have deflect, but he's going to get himself inside that room. The chase is on, though. You can see Mimosa and Kuki looking for him. They catch Alfie. The nade will slow Varel down for a second, but good discipline not to use for Suzu here. They knew they were able to de-peek it. KSG's taking a lot of damage. Another nade comes out, and this one doesn't catch anything from Violet, though. Violet nearly has the nano, but right now Zeta Division, they are a player down, trying to buy time for Alpha Yi to come back. To be fair, I think they bought enough time now. Alpha Yi should be back in a fight, and we'll get a 5v5 on point. Flora trying to play this left-hand side angle, little body shot onto Nico. Now he's going to get forced out by KSG. We'll go back towards the choke. Nade comes out, catches Kuki on that one, and Flora finds the pick onto Cloud. Now, they need to try and help Burner out. KSG is going to get slept up in the back. Here comes Bernard to help out with that. And Flora is just dominating this side. You saw him got forced out by KSG. But double thrusters for Flora. So he slides out. And then as soon as KSG's attention is taken by something else, or he slept up, for example, he is sliding right back onto that flank, onto that angle. And he's finding value for his team. Thank you, Cheeky June, for the prime. Now a forward hold again from Zeta Division. I think they're just sort of soft holding it, and nade comes out early as well. Turret on the wall from Kuki, maybe expecting an early hit, but they're not. Now the ults come through, Nano overclock, and here comes Flora. No beat, nothing to respond with, and Flora is just going to delete everyone, including that wall turret. They're trying to flip the point. KSG's actually found a kill. I don't think it will lead to much, though. Trying to use the tail end of this Kitsune rush to trade onto Violet as well. Violet gets away with it. Now we're into 10% to go. Barrel on fast heroes, and Alfie is blading in spawn. He's forced out the beat. Now the cage comes through. Poor Mimosa. He's locked up. Shield for him as well. It's not enough. They finish off Mimosa and spawn. Kuki, though, he has triggered the overtime, but Violet will take care of him. That double bounce nade, causing all sorts of problems, and Zeta Division should be able to clean everything up here. KSG pops the annihilation, stomped on his way in. Doesn't even get the touch. And Zeta Division playing map number 1.
결국 니코의 변수가 좀 더 잘 나와줬어야 됐고 사이드에 계속해서 제타가 좀 맵을 넓게 쓴다고 말씀을 드렸잖아요.
Alright.
그러면은 반대로 바레는 사이드를 넓게 쓰지 않을 거고.
So a bit of fight back on the first round. Not so much fight back as we got a little bit deeper though, right?
좀 뭐라고 해야 될까요? 제타가 원하는 플레이를 할 수 있게끔 시간을 다 내어줬습니다.
네. 어찌보면이 가위바위보에서 바위와 보자기의 그 구도가 좀 동시에 그대로 재현된 듯한 이런 첫 번째 세트.
Maybe I'll wait for map type. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, Juby. I think we can do a sort of full hold pred or a 3-0 pred depending on flashpoint or push. Seems good to me. So why are people calling Japan the future of Overwatch esports? They've got a very large market. It's a very popular game in Japan. The streams do very well. If you ever see like Tayo's, when Tayo does the co-stream, viewership is actually pretty good compared to, I guess, regions of a similar size. So it's like a it's a good market for Overwatch to have, even if a player base isn't competitive with like some of the top regions like Korea right now. Why are the Japanese so much worse? I mean, it's just you see this kind of region difference in region strength a lot. Some of it is player base. I feel like for a long time, the Overwatch being big in Japan thing feels like it's a relatively recent development. I don't know if anyone, maybe Zis or someone who's maybe a bit more in touch with the different parts of the Asian scene can confirm, but it feels like was Overwatch this big in Japan back in Overwatch League times? Because obviously we had Tayo as was he the only Japanese player to make Overwatch League? they started putting a lot more money into marketing it in Overwatch 2. Okay, yeah, because it certainly seems like it's bigger. It's almost bigger now than it was in Overwatch League times, in Japan at least. Which I think is why it's seen as quite like a shining light, as a sort of trending up viewership, trending up popularity wise. Oh yeah, Finn is half Japanese as well. Yeah, I know. I see it when he streams sometimes. That he's very popular for Zeta Division, because for those who don't know, Zeta Division is also a Japanese org sponsoring a Korean team. So Finn ends up being very popular. Two most viewed streamers right now are a Japanese player and the Japanese language stream. Yeah. Case in point, I think you're right. Genji signed Brightside and Zox. I saw Viper. Yeah, I believe it's for... So they're going to field a Saudi E-League roster as well. So, yeah, interestingly enough, I don't expect them to feature all that much in the main team, of course. But you always see it, right? You always see it... I say always. You saw it in OWCS, where I think most people, myself included, expected Tread to be the sort of main tank they would use, and Ziad would be more of the just the player for Saudi E-Leagues. But actually, Ziad performed so well in scrims, performed so well on his heroes, that all of a sudden Ziad gets essentially promoted to the starting spot full time, or at least 90% of the play time. So you never know, right? You never know, right? It's like there's a path there for the players. But at least going into it on the surface, that's what we're talking about now, Max. But at least on the surface, I would very much expect both of them just to be Saudi E-League players, primarily.
오늘도 제타 디비전의 좀 체급은 막강했습니다. 바레를 상대로 뭐 중간에 변수로 인해서 혹시 모를 상황은 나오긴 했습니다만 좀 안정적으로 두 번째 라운드까지 가져갔던 그런 사모아였습니다. 결국
This is the perk of having established orgs in esports, right? Yeah. I think the fact that Zeta and Crazy Raccoon have not just had a team in Overwatch, but they've been two of the more successful teams in Overwatch. I think it's done a lot for also increasing the popularity of a team in of the game in Japan as well, right? Like all of a sudden, if you're a Japanese viewer, you get into Overwatch, you get to see Crazy Raccoon represent maybe an org you're more familiar with, and you see like, oh, actually, these guys are one of the best teams in the world. That's fun type thing, you know?
선택이 나오고 있죠. 또 플래시 포인트로 갑니다. 수라바사가 선택됩니다.
그러니까 결국은 본인들이 좀 제일 익숙한 전장을 계속해서 고르는 것 같죠. 그리고
These matches feel so quick. Yeah, I mean, comparatively, if you were watching Korea before, all of the Korean games happen on LAN. So inherently, when we watch for Korean games on LAN, it just takes more time because the players are having to. Lots of the players will be going setting up at the start of the game. They'll have to swap over if there's any substitutions, any stuff like that. All of this group stage is online, so the turnaround between games is way quicker in terms of subbing players in and out, everything like that. Even Ans is living in Japan now and streaming in Japanese. Yeah. Popular market. Alright, where are we going? Saravasa? Alright. Will Varel win a point? Ooh. Alright, Mauga banned from Varel, but I've been playing loads of it. Zeta Division, thinking, contemplating. Torb! Are they going to play Hazard? Maybe expect to play like a Diva or something. Obviously, Kuki has also been playing a decent amount of the Torb.
중간에 하다가 날파리 영웅들도 소화를 해낼 수 있으니 일단 까다로운 토르비엔을 밴하고 시작을 하자라는 선택을 했고요.
네. 이제 앞선 세트
Yeah? Oh, it's just Ans. He's a streamer for that. Oh, okay. I didn't realize he was a streamer for Varel as well. Living in Japan 2 months. Pops on Tayo's co-stream once in a while. That's nice. Got the collab going. All I know is when I go to Japan this summer, there better be a LAN. Oh, would they have been at the same time? You're probably right, actually, aren't you? You're probably right.
제타 화이팅!
All right, 30 seconds if anyone wants to put Preds in.
바렐은 근데
Only 92 more coins until tree head is maxed out. Fuck, if anyone's got any coins to throw at the tree, now is the time.
이렇게까지.
I've got 6 coins to throw at the tree.
계실지 모르니까요. 자,
We're growing a tree on Discord if you feel like you're missing out right now.
선택이 일단은 보이고 있습니다. 베르나르 선수의 퀸이었는데
Can I remove my Preds? Unfortunately, it's a one-way.
이발 바뀌네요.
It's a one-way trip.
바렐은
All right, lock in.
보다 보니까
Coleman has the coins. You can be the finisher if you want, Coleman. All right. What are we looking like? So it is more of a Diva from Zeta Division and a Juno still again. Varel going to keep leaning into the March. They've actually started with a May Sim this time, which is an interesting combination. We've seen bits of Sim. We've seen bits of May. They're going to do an initial wall here. The problem really for Varel on a lot of these occasions is there's no great wall target in terms of something you can hard trap. But Diva, everyone can always escape. And KSG, he's gone so deep. Stop going, KSG. I think normally what you want with this type of comp is you can't always get like a hard trap and we definitely kill a target when we hit that wall timing. What you can do is you can wall the Diva, force the Diva to fly back, clear a bit of space, force the objective. I think Varel there get greedy. They get all the space on point initially. They get to force Zeta Division back, but then they keep doubling down for the kill, but they've not really got the cooldowns of the resources to keep going. And then all of a sudden, they just become easy prey for Zeta Division. Now Varel will have to hit the retake.
바렐은 절대 대차면 안 되죠.
그렇습니다.
무조건 파고 들어가야 되는데 뚫고 나가야 할 관문들이 너무 많아요.
네. 방금도 이제 앞서
Coming up this far side. Zeta Division, very in control of a point though, so they can play this relatively slow. KSG dropping a quick T-pose to try and clear it. Now you see the wall on the Diva bar. Flora, he finds Mimosa. You're meant to have a shield. They're going to TP back. They're all quite low, and Banara's actually, he's all over him right now. Flora's getting plenty of opportunities. There's a May flanking him right now, but Alfie is dived in. Alfie's not found the kill, though. Alfie, Finn will finish the job, but it costs Alfie his life. Might be okay in the end, because they've also dealt with the May threat on the flank. But KSG's found 2 kills. He's taking the TP, and he's on the run as well. Sleep comes out, catches him. Nade 2, but he has a shield. KSG will live right now, and Cloud does actually have a Ray advantage coming back. Just got to be conscious now he's pushing into a lot of knees, and Mimosa's going to get caught as well. Obviously, there was no touch and all of that as well for Zeta Division, so they do secure that first point. Another wall onto the Diva, and this time they catch Banar. He has the self-destruct. This is what Varel want to do. Wall and punish Banar all the time. All of their damage. The Ram Punch. All of their damage, like the May, the Sim, so much. They can put the Diva under so much pressure. Bernard has no self-destruct to get himself out of trouble now for this next point. Flora, though, it looks like a Nano overclock flank. Here it comes. Flora's sliding in. There it is. Save for Nano to late in as well until he saw the opportunity. Good setup. They've sim-walled in response right now, and this will shut down a lot of Flora's opportunities, but it's actually not stopping Zeta getting the kills at all. Bernard is going to kill 3. And now KSG is a lone figure. 4 for Bernie. And a first fight there, but a relatively expensive one. Self-destruct before the fight, Nano overclock during the fight. Now Varel do have a lot of ults coming back. Again, so many of Varel's ults here. The Sim Wall, the Annihilation, the Blizzard, right? All very good for fighting on point, forcing an objective. So in theory, all Varel need to do is find a way to that objective. The Sim TP should help with that. I don't know if he's taken the Sim perk to give himself a longer TP. I would probably expect it. Early nade onto KSG. They lose Flora on the rotation, but they catch Violet. Ray push coming out now. Finn has matched it, though, but KSG's found 2. Blizzard has come out during all of this as well. They have to de-peak it. They're trying to play in the Ray right now to live Zeta Division, but they have to give a little bit of space. Bernard's going to try and go in one more time. Rally to finish the job. Trying to find the shot onto Finn right now. Finn's got the torpedoes out. Ice block again. Bash! There we go. Finn was locked into that 1v1. Didn't see that brig coming at his side. And they have to spend 3 of the ults in their Varel, but they get themselves back in control of points. Zeta Division swapping onto the Pharah now, which will match up a little bit more nicely into this May, but you can see Nico on the Sojourn as well. So everyone's swapping. Pretty reasonable matchup, both sides. KSG has the Annihilation for this next fight, but oh no, Violet! He's just playing a pretty free role here. He's throwing his cooldowns. He's making plays with the sleep, making plays with the nade. Another one for him here, and now Nico is separated. And it's starting to be a familiar story for Varel, isn't it? Now they do the hard work, they get a retake in a difficult situation, and then they just give it away for free. Where was the resistance? Where was the annihilation? Zeta Division have cheated the ult economy here. And now the touch is going to be very difficult for Varel. They might even have to just give it up. They have to walk. Yeah, it looks like they're just giving it up. Another disappointing one for Varel. Late kill onto the May as well, and Zeta Vision are just rotating, trying to catch him on the rotation here. Happy to meet him. Double slide from Flora to get towards that point quicker so we can have that angle from point. Alfie and Violet still spamming them on the cross. KSG just have that annihilation, but now all of a sudden Zeta Vision, they've got the overclock, they've got the nano to deal with some of these things. We've seen Flora be lethal with, well, with everything so far, but an opening pick for Nico. Chance to walk in. Take a bit of space. Overclock in response from Flora. It's a nano onto Finn as well during all of this. Don't know if that was intentional. Sliding around looking for damage. Annihilation comes out. Flora's going to hit a dink. They kill KSG through that Annihilation. And now Varel in big trouble. Finn is still playing aggressively over the top. They've got the Brig trapped in the corner. Flora's going to slide into that one. Here comes Banar as well. Pocket is good for the first part, but then taken out of the air. And they are forced back to spawn. Another first point successful here for Zeta Division. Alfie is hiding close. He has the barrage, but Banar, everyone is shooting Alfie on Zeta Division. They're trying to give away Alfie's hiding spot. Varel, they're all shooting Alfie. Look in the corner, they're all shooting. Look in the corner, they're all shooting. They didn't. Zeta Division are trying to give him the clues. They're trying to give him the breadcrumbs to figure it out. They've still traded 2 kills, but it's not enough. KSG will fall. Zeta Division, they're trying to help Varel as much as they can. Varel do have 4 ults for this retake, but they need to make this retake work. Finn only has the Ray. Varel should have significant ult advantage. Might have to use one of them early just to get through this choke. They're going to try and Ray push. But Ray push, Cloud is really low. They've overclocked, they've blizzard. But Blizzard is eaten by Banar. Cloud has still found a kill though, and Banar has been demeched here. They had to spend all 4 ults in the blink of an eye. But Varel might have just done enough. Flora is still lurking with a full rail on the flank though. But you can see Nico and KSG, they are pinging him. They are aware. And they will force away that danger. Okay. They did it, Varel, but it cost them 4. The economy is in shambles, and Zeta Division are very close to a nano barrage or a nano overclock. The choice will be Violet's, or could just nano Finn again. Swing now onto the Juno. Violet's taking the angle. Zeta Division are trying to deal with to do a split push here, but Varel trying to tempo them through main. All the pressure onto Banar. He's going to try and run away. Finn is also DP'd, but now Zeta Division, they're very split, but they've conceded the flip right now. They have to go contest. They go back to fight Finn. Now the nano barrage comes out. All the damage, just only eyes for this May right now, Alfie. The sleep onto the Ramatra. The annihilation is popped, but they will kite this one out. He's too low. A bomb on point as well, not even needed. And it's a 3-0 for Zeta Division. Not even with the help.
조합적으로 제타와의 밸런스를 지금 못 맞춰주고 있는 상황이잖아요. 네. 이렇게 된다면 그냥 아예 차라리 템포를 올려서 그냥 변속해서 기어 올리고.
What's the alternative perk to a main barrage? It's the what do you call it? It's where it replaces some of your health with shields. I forget the name of it. I need the name. It's called Helix Shields. Yeah, 75 health to shields. All right. 62% thought no for a point. They were right.
대처는 확인을 했다 보니까 다리 입장에서는 좀 여러 가지 생각할 거리들이 주어졌던 수라바사가 아닐까 싶습니다. 그래도 계속해서 뭔가 100대0 흐름으로 좀 이어져 가고 있지는 않아서.
Oh, sorry, I missed this one. This is from Nand over in YouTube chat. I met an exchange student from Japan in college, and he loved Overwatch and talked with me about how cool Varel is in Tayo. That's cool. There we go. Worldwide. I think moving barrage was kind of shit. I think the moving barrage is actually really good. I think it's actually like I mean, it's just a straight upgrade, right? I think the problem with the shields is it feels like it's like a solo queue. It's like a solo queue perk almost, you know, where you're just like, nobody's bloody healing me, so maybe I'll get the shield regen a little bit quicker. So not that much use really outside of situations where you're tilting at your teammates. Yeah, you move so slow. I think it's still really good, right? We see loads of people, because you can kind of do these ones. Like, if I can get... This isn't a good example. We find... Oh, yeah, I can't rewind on Soup. But, like, you know those bits where you're the Pharah, there's, like, a doorway here or something, right? And then you sort of, like, you play above the doorway, and then you can, like, corner peek back and forth, you know, to sort of preserve your health and make yourself a little bit harder to kill. I think, like, those kind of ones are really useful. Likewise in, like, we've seen a lot of Malga recently, right? Where there's a cage fight, and now all of a sudden there's for Pharah, you can sort of, like, play to go through the cage or out of the cage. You can play the shield game a little bit with some of these ults. Yeah, I really like the moving barrage perk. You can speed for barrage now? I presume so, yeah. I presume, like, Lucio and, like, Juno Ring should also affect it. Always better to be moving. You can just peek barrage and get a kill and deep it. Exactly, yeah. You can just do this sort of thing where you hit the barrage and then you just deep-peek yourself back around the corner or something. Hey, Jonathan. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're good as well. See, I don't know. I feel like the series is going a certain way that we're maybe getting a familiar pattern of. Why does she just barrage constantly? I feel like that would be some kind of like that would be more like a punishment, no? You're trapped in a world. Trapped in a world. Oh, thank you, Hyper Mega Muffin. 12 months. Thank you very much. Welcome back. You're trapped in a world where you have to play Pharah, but you're just constantly barraging. You're good as well, Jonathan. You had your wisdom teeth pulled as well. Wait. Are you the same? Are you also... Wait. You're also Viper, aren't you? Wait. It's all the breadcrumbs, the neurons they're connecting. It's the same person. I thought for a second we would have had two people having their wisdom teeth pulled today. But I think it's the same person in two chats. You can't get past me. No, I knew last time, but I didn't the memory didn't click for me until you said the wisdom tooth thing. Playing both sides. Oh, let's see.
가장 먼저 생각해야 그렇죠. 아무래도 그러니까 지금 뭐 들어가려고 하면은 힐벤 꽂히는 인원 수가 장난이
Hey Goofy, morning. Pharah barraging will start saying heavy TF2 lines. Yeah, I know what you mean. Fuck. It's been so long since I've watched any of the, like, the TF2, what would you call them? Like the TF2, like, I guess character introductions. But they're actually so good. How are we feeling about the TM versus TU game? I saw the odds like crazy. I think TM are favored, but I think it's probably like a 50-50 game. So like if the odds are good for it, I mean, you know, gamble responsibly and all of that. But yeah, I think it's a pretty 50-50 game if you want my opinion on the game. If you were from Fuck. We've been talking about TF2 a lot in the Discord as well, lately. So I have to do a TF2 stream as well, right? Why can't I find the Korean broadcast? It's only on Soup Live, Elizo. I think it's like souplive.kr, and there's also an English version of the website as well, but the broadcast is in Korean. You have 1k hours in TF2, it's all just playing Spy? Hate Spies. Hate Spies. I mean, in many ways it actually promotes pretty good game awareness, because you get so used to looking around and checking behind you. But, fucking Spies. How are we feeling about TF2 Classic? I don't know, I've not seen too much about it. Maybe I'll give it a go. But I don't know, TF2, maybe when you get so, Maybe when you get to my age, it's just like, you just have the games you like. These are just the games I like now. Don't need any more. Just gonna play Football Manager and TF2 until I retire. Get all the old TF2 heads. My grandma comes into the room when I'm watching the stream and says, "Oh, you're watching the Bold Man again. Glad your grandma recognizes me." I feel like considering the mechanics of Spy, it's really well implemented. Yeah, I mean, there is plenty of counterplay. TF2 propaganda in full force. No propaganda required. Just good. Alright, Route 66. Will Varel be held on first? Okay, Varel going to start on the defense, so we won't find out until afterwards. Alright, well the ban's going to change anything. Zeta Division have banned Viramartra, which is obviously what KSG's been playing a lot of, so KSG instead, he's going to play a little bit of Sigma here as well. Varel have banned the Anna. It's fair to say this Violet's Anna was causing him all sorts of problems. Violet now ready to damage boost. Damage boost his Widow out of spawn. Alright, Pelican, we got a grapple shot in us. They're holding close. Eyes on Pelican. They're playing Zarya too. Nope, just for a second, just for a bubble onto Pelican. And they're over onto the Genji. Violet onto the Brig. Zeta, keeping it serious. Keeping it serious. They are on a Zen Bap here, so Varel on a very greedy version of the comp. High damage. Zeta Division need to try and exploit the speed ring to get Nistiver onto the backline. Look at him going top left right now, and look at Cloud. He's had to rotate so aggressively. Flora will dodge for Rock, but he's just out in the open. He gets taken down, but his Varel backline, they've had to rotate into the train. The train doesn't feel that safe, but maybe it is. Cloud with the crossfire, he gets the pick, but now Banari doubles in. KSG's coming to try and help. They have demeched Banar, but the trades will favour the attackers in this situation. Banar will go get his mech. Finn, where are we going? Finn, I thought you could fly. He can't fly. Finn will fall off the map, but I don't think it'll matter. I don't think it'll matter. How did we? It's like one of those smash cuts where it's like. Now you're probably wondering how I got myself in this situation. Zeta Division now with a little bit of space to come round the corner. No ults just yet for either team. Varel actually a little bit closer to all of them. Finn nearly has for Ray, but actually needs to be careful. He's so close to losing mech. I think that Dynamite might have hit him as well. Maybe he's okay. Violet is trying to get forward on this Sigma. But they've just won the side fight again. And Varel have shot their way out of dodge. And now they'll get a chance to get up to their ults. Violet's going to dodge that rock and get backwards. Pack for Pelican as well to keep him safe and spamming. Zeta Division a little bit behind on all of their ult charge. Varel, on the other hand, about to sit pretty with a 5 bank potentially here. Oh, Violet's just going to get squashed at the corner as well. Nico and Mimosa hit him at the same time. One shot Violet, Dynamite out now as well. And Varel just seem in control. Oh, just as I say it, Flora finds an opening pick. Just as I say it, KSG now is going to be under a world of pressure. Limited healing now. They only have that Zen Orb to play with. Cloud might have to drop the Transcendence. KSG is going to hit the Flux. Who are we fluxing? There's a Bob there as well. Bob is on the high ground. Bob's got the line up through the sign. He's doing his best. The Flux does demech Banar. Now a Molten Core on point as well. And Zeta Division, they're just going to give this one up. I think they're just going to sacrifice Banar. And then aim to come back with their own ult. Most importantly, though, Cloud didn't use his Transcendence. So if they push with the Ray, if they push with the Blade, push with this Rally, there's a Transcendence to answer. They will save KSG. And the window from the high ground catches Finn. Wait! But Ray doesn't get it, but Flora on the high ground with the overclock. He's good for 2. And how many times has the skipper actually come up clutch for Zeta Division? Maybe they've not needed it so much in this game, but honestly, off the back of that big, impressive performance in the finals against Crazy Raccoon. I know Zeta lost, but Flora was so good. Actually just seems like Flora's got it right now, you know? Talk about form, talk about playing well at the right times. If Flora keeps up this form, it's great for Zeta Division going into the playoffs next week. Now touch comes through from Kuki first. D.Va swap from KSG as well to help stall it out. Pelican has the blade to finish it. Looking for a more reasonable target than this D.Va, than this Tracer. Or maybe the D.Va's just low enough he thinks he can get him anyway, but KSG's floating away. Pelican's hunting him down. Kills for Baby. Lines up for Zen as well. Quick 2k for Pelican, and that'll give a point over the line for Zeta. Took him a while though, right? That wasn't good. It must be said now with Varel's comp, it's with this greedy backline with the Ashe, everything like this. It's a comp that does a lot better when it has the space. And the nice thing about defending on first point is you get 40 seconds to get the space. You get to start with the space. Now, though, they have to do a retake, and this is where Varel's comp might struggle a lot more. Even with out-ult Zeta Vision, the ability for this Genji and D.Va to hit them as Zen and Brig take space, very difficult for them. They've tried to swing out this left-hand side right now. Looks like Nico is still coming right-hand side. Disruptor shot to slow Nico's peak down. Nico's still got an angle to try and clear out the Genji a little bit. Just trying to fight in this high ground. Flora, full rail, trying to peek left. Maybe an opportunity. Nico has to be careful. Flora can't find it, though. Pulse bomb out, only on the floor, though. Doesn't find anything. Runs into Flora, though, so that one just lines up nicely for Kuki. Will be able to blink out of dodge as well, and Varel might be in a good position to get another hold. They still have to worry about the players on the high ground. Nico's got the orb, but it's not enough healing. Now Bernard, Pelican, they found a kill. They've lost Mimosa on point somehow. Violet has rallied and caught that one. Now he's got chasing down the Zen. Cloud doesn't have the Transcendence yet. He will actually get a kill on Finn before he goes down. Cloud making them work for this right now. All of a sudden, the Ray is now going to be a little bit slow coming back here for Zeta Division. Cloud has the Transcendence to answer the Ray as well. KSG has the bomb to buy time as well. Pelican's trying to mark the flank. Forces Kuki out. Back to his team. We'll be able to get some packs though and flank underneath now, Kuki. Cloud is going to drop down. Might have this Transcendence force. Does have to pop that Transcendence. They get 1-for-1 trade out of it, but Flora finds the headshot. They're still pushing forward right now. Flora nearly has the overclock as well. They've already killed Mimosa. Flora, because he's got the double thrusters, his shift doesn't quite go as high as it used to. They'll get the kills anyway though. They'll clean this one up and we will be going to third point. And now 2 minutes on the clock for third point. Not a massive time bank really. They've been slowed down a lot on first point, a bit more on second point. And honestly, this last point for Zen Brig, I actually think it's quite reasonable now all of a sudden. Zen Brig can often be quite a fragile backline, but this is quite a long one. But I say that, but instead of playing the long side line, they're actually going to rotate around, and this makes it a little bit easier for Bernard to get on the backline. Mimosa has the rally if they get into trouble. They're just trying to play slow, though. Kuki onto the Mei, matches up nicely onto the D.Va. And now they're just trying to play, stall the point out, bully Bernard. They're actually really bullying Bernard. He's 1 HP in this mech. He needs help. He's going to get demech'd. Violet's coming forward to try and help, but Flora's too low. But they've stolen the payload, though. Look at Zeta Division. They're on the run. They'll clean up the D.Va. And now Flora is on the flank again. Double thruster flank. He's there so quick. He has the overclock. Violet's traded one on point. And they don't know Flora's here. They're not ready for it. We'll finish that one off. Now, misses for disruptor shot actually, but Bernard is back just in time to help Flora finish that kill. Bomb on point from KSG does get his mech back right now. But Varel didn't invest too much into that. They were just playing for time. They force out the rally, and they get a lot of time off the clock. And now they are coming back with a rally of their own. And we need Mimosa to save for Bash here, because we're going to need to land it on this Blade and Genji, I think. Zeta Division have both DPS ults to throw into it. If Mimosa can buy enough time in this rally, Cloud will get the Transcendence, and they should have all the tools to survive these DPS ults from Zeta Division. All about the rally from Mimosa, though. Kuki has the Blizzard as well, can always help a little bit. Can just throw that at your backline, use it almost as a defensive ult. Flora is playing very aggressively now, trying to force the payload through. Full rail in his hand, disruptor shot out. Takes the jewel. Blizzard comes out, avoids it getting eaten this time. But Blizzard is there. It forces Pelican back. The rally and the Blizzard seems to have helped everyone survive. Cloud now has the Transcendence if they need it as well. KSG will get demech'd. Transcendence comes through, but Pelican kills 2 through it. But Transcendence should have been enough. But the Ray damage. Pelican gets that dash. That Ray boosted dash, and he just kills through for Transcendence. Now, all of a sudden, Zeta Division, they steal that one. I thought Varel had done enough. For Blizzard, for Rally, it buys them time. Not kills, but time. They get to the Transcendence, and then I think they transcend. They live. And then Nico has a great chance with the overclock to save it. You know, or to clean it up and complete the hold. But, Yeah, that dash just, yeah, everyone's just low. The dash just able to get the burst damage through that Transcendence.
이두 딜듀오는 언제나 밀고 들어가서 자신감 있게 정리를 하고 있습니다.
그리고 플로라
Alright.
선수를 계속 보니까 플로라 선수도 넓게 잘 써요. 계속해서 사이드를
Is it reverse sweepable? I mean, it's always reverse sweepable. At least for one more round.
그런 운영이 좀 잘 보이네요.
그렇습니다. 특정 같은 경우 선택도
Wait, Sova's got the answer. Here's how Varel can still win.
움직일 수 있는 선택들을
Alright, locking in. Locking in.
그리고 이게 조합이 그 생존력을 챙기면서 맵을 넓게 쓰는 게 더 좋은 상황이긴 해서 이중 추진기 위주로 가고 있죠.
그렇습니다.
If Varel wins this map, you'll eat your shoe? Okay. Trank never been the same since the DPS passive. You're probably not wrong.
좀 굴려봤는데 이번에도 그렇게 나올지.
You've a baby next door.
너네
You guys remember too much of the lore.
힐벤 없이 마우가 어떻게 막을래?
힐벤 없구나. 그리고 바렐도 아까와는 상황이 다른 거.
Do you think Venture should be running pro play? Yeah, I think Venture's actually a really good hero. I think it's underutilized by a lot of teams. I think we see a bit more of it in Korea and other regions. But I think actually, as like, we saw it a bit more when it was like Torb Sim was really popular because it matched up nicely to those heroes. But I think if it's a good map for it, normally like we're thinking small compact maps, the Venture's actually really strong. And I'd like to see more of it in some of these. I think the problem is right now, it's just like, ooh. Speak of the devil, Sojin is just the best hit scan right now. And Genji also really strong. Trying to rotate underneath here. Varel, again, they're the attackers, right? So any pick for them will do. They can trade it out. It doesn't need to be clean. It just needs to be... I just need a few kills. Zeta Division are keeping the spawn hold, though. Payload slowly moving forward. Flora's going to go for that shot. Doesn't land it. Nico now coming up the left-hand side. Pressure onto KSG, but it's actually Bernard who's lost the HP trade massively. They kill him as well. Now they've taken care of a tank, they can start clearing out these DPS. They're going to double down for kills here. Violet and Pelican are just going in. They found two. Pelican's found maybe three. Nico back into spawn. Pelican is going to stay there. Pelican now has the deflect, gets himself to the dash, gets back. Surely Zeta Division can't buy enough time here for Bernard to get back. That would surely be taking the piss. But here he is, coming through the tunnel, stomping in. And the spawn hold is re-established. Mimosa's going to die early as well. The rock trade is good, actually. Good rock from KSG. Again, trades should be enough in most of these situations. They're going to lose Kuki on point. Kuki just seems a lone figure there. The rest of Varel were quite deep-peaked. Feels like Varel were pretty reluctant to invest ults in this spawn fight here. KSG is now swung the high ground, trying to take a bit of space. Flora has the overclock. He's going to swap to the other high ground right now. Eyes on Cloud. Trying to go ahead. He's got that overcharge perk as well. Here comes the raid push. Transcendence in response right now. Double support ult both from Zeta. They're trying to find a kill through it all. They do kill Mimosa. Now the bash afterwards. Violet's going to find a second. And they're keeping them at spawn right now. No trades so far from Varel after those two ults. They'll be forced back into spawn. Oh dear. Varel's struggling right now. It was double support ult both from Zeta Division. Bernard, look, they're all in the train right now, Zeta. They're set up for an aggressive push if they want it. Pelican, though, he's just going to try and blade here. KSG misses the rock. And KSG will just get sliced and diced. They do trade Violet for what it's worth. The rest of Varel will live in spawn thanks to a little bit of help from that window. And again, Zeta Division, they refuse to leave for spawn. One pick is not enough to force Zeta back. Now DPS ults for Varel. Cage for Bernardo. Slide onto the high ground. Body shot there. Disruptor shot 2. Clears them all. Bernard comes in from the other angle. But Cage for torpedoes. It's so much damage. But the Molten Core is too powerful. The DPS ults from Varel. They finally crack open the spawn hold. Dink as well onto Flora. Forces him to D-peak. Now they want these cleanup kills. Pelican is staying on the point right now. Actually, an overclock back from Flora. Zeta Division refuse to give it up. They're still going to peek one more time. Flora can't find it. Will be forced to slide back to the high ground now. If I'm Varel, getting these kills. Look how close these CPS are. Pelican's taking the piss. Go get him out. But they bought enough time now. I feel like there was a window there for Varel to get these kills. There's a Genji underneath. Cloud is really low. They have to be careful. Flora on the high ground. Now Bernara's going to fly through. He's killed the turret. And Flora is now uncontested. Takes down Mimosa. 14 seconds left on the clock. Flora's going to try and not get traded in this situation. Bernard will body block all the damage. And Zeta Division, they're back at the spawn one more time. Disruptor shot out. A lamp in spawn. Kuki will not be able to get the touch, and Varel just have to accept their fate. The doors will close. The match will end. And Zeta Division, good for 2.
저조합으로 시작을 하는 거랑 공격으로 저조합을 시작을 하는 거랑 난이도가 천지 차이예요. 그 점을 제타가 정말 노련하게 잘 파고들었거든요.
물론 이제 바렐 같은 경우에도 본인들의 장점을 최대한 살릴 수 있는 방향으로 조합을 좀 구성해.
Close one. GG's.
상대가 너무나도
Zeta, multiple angles of pressure. Always Varel not marking or checking it, standing like a scared duck. Yeah, I think you're completely right, Busy. Felt very much the same on Samoa. You know, right at the start, we just saw like Varel kind of just stand in one place, and then all of a sudden they have Zeta have a Genji on one angle. They'll have their main people there. Then Floral swing as well. Then all of a sudden there's 3 angles, and as soon as a team gets like 3 angles on you, the trifecta, all of a sudden you're going to start losing that tank trade, that HP trade pretty heavily, if not just start conceding picks as well. And yeah, was really the story of it. Player of the match, I mean, it could be anyone, maybe Pelican, Violet. Yeah, I mean, he was going in, he got a lot done. Always for, I say this every time, right? But always for nature in a 3-0, you could probably just give it to anyone, really.
순간에 베르나르의 공백이 생겼을 때 본인이 그 자리를 꽉 메꿔버리는 식의 브리기테도 정말 좋았죠.
그렇습니다. 되돌아보면은 오늘 베르나르가
You were rooting for reverse sweep. Might have been a bit unlikely on that one.
펠리컨과 바이올렛이 잘 호환됐던 게 좀 인상 깊은 66번 국도였네요.
그러니까 결국 베르나르, 바이올렛, 펠리칸 이 세 명이 계속해서 이렇게.
Nah, I think there's like because there were probably times. Like in do they get tilted? I mean, not because of a history, but I think when you play these type of games as a team, because I've been on like I guess both sides of these things, like British Hurricane back in Contenders in how does time work? I want to say 2020, and we were the super dominant team, and you kind of just go through the motions a little bit, beating some of the weaker teams. But some of the time when we were on London, or even some of my teams before British Hurricane. When you're just on the big underdog team, not just an underdog, but a big underdog team, you kind of go in with the expectation. Like I don't think you get tilted at these games because you know how big a task it is, right? Like I think the games that tilt you are the ones where either you're expected to win, and you're not winning, right? Or it's like you're really like scraping through or something. Or if it's a pretty evenly game and it doesn't feel like you are playing well. I think these are the ones when you play this sort of mismatch. I don't think it's as tilting. Oh, I see what you mean. I mean, well, no. No then is the short answer to that one. Oh. You've seen Violet do some very sus moves too many times to really be able to root for them. Yeah, it's a feast or famine situation, you know? And today, eating well. Today there was no famine. Honestly, yesterday against MFC, we were really in a feast-famine game. We're avoiding a team we got tilted against? No, I mean, I don't think we ever really got tilted on that team that much. Just because, I mean, partly because it's easy not to get tilted when you just win every game. But avoided was always the team we felt worse about. Or like, that was the most difficult game to play.
네, 안녕하세요.
Oh, they put him in he's peacocking as well. But yeah, Avoided was always, for those who maybe don't have a context here, Avoided was like a Bull, Farah, Mercy, Lucio team that was super good in Contenders back in the day. So hard to play against. And they were always the hardest team to prepare for, the scariest match to go into live as well. I don't think we get tilted, but there was definitely raised stress levels for all of those games.
아무래도 상대 팀도 이제 일본 팀이고 좀 인지도가 있는 팀이다 보니까 약간 라이벌 팀 같은 느낌이라 생각을 하면서.
I think if Violet played, I mean, I think Violet's still good at flex, like still really good at flex support. I think we see that like now he's getting the opportunity to play a bit more Ana and stuff. He still looks like a class act, no? Like even again, like obviously he did a lot of stuff today in the game they won pretty comfortably. But even if we look at that final they had against Crazy Raccoon, on that Lijiang Tower, I think Violet has a better map than Shu. You know, Ana Viana. Like Violet hits more nades, has more impact, nanos are good. I think actually like Violet is really up there with all the top flex supports in the world. He just doesn't get to show it that much because he ends up playing so much Lucio and Brig for his team.
독보적인 스타일이거든요. 바이올렛 선수가. 네, 워낙에 독보적인 루시오 스타일을 갖고 있는 선수라서. 아 그리고
네.
제가 이거는 예전부터 되게 궁금했던 건데 그
네.
지금 어떻게 보면
Was it 3-0? Yeah, better. Yeah. Let me grab some more water and we can lock in for this next game.
그쵸?
그거를 저희가 이제 경기로 공식적인 경기에서 처음
Yeah, Wave versus Vortex Wolf next, which is if any game is going to be close between the Korean and non-Korean teams, I feel like it might be this one. I feel like this is maybe as good a shot as anyone is going to have. So let's see. Let's see. You know, I'm not going to promise you anything, but this is probably the best shot here. That's fine, Hunter. You and everybody else, but you're welcome to lurk, mate. You're welcome to lurk. Oh, that reminds me actually, Hunter. I know you've been looking for these, but your Hunter's side delts was actually in chat earlier, so I know you've been missing them for a while. So if you're looking for them, they were around here not too long ago, so maybe useful for you. I'm gonna grab a drink.
그러면은 그러니까 말씀이 나왔으니까 말인데 메타 디비전 하면은 사실 새로운 메타가 들어오면은 언제나 트렌드 리더였는데 그 트렌드 리딩에 좀 선봉적 역할을 한 게 라스칼 코치님이실까요? 아니면 뭐 다른 분의 영향이 더 클까요?
솔직히 뭐 저희 팀 다들 좀 똑똑하고 한데
네.
그래도 뭐 동준이 형, 그 라스카 형의 약간 그게 좀 많이 컸다고 생각해요.
아 그렇군요.
아 근데 죄송한데 뒤에 그 잡아주시는
그러니까
분은 누구세요?
찬조 출연을 한 분이 하고
그 뒤에
계셔가지고
누구세요?
매니저님입니다, 매니저.
매니저님들 고생이 많으십니다. 예.
그 맞아요. 그러니까 딱 보니까 생각이 난 건데 어제 이
네.
제타 디비전 특유의 이 크로마키 배경 그
네.
돌려쓰기라고 해야 될까요? 좀 선수들이 공교롭게도 의자에 끼고 하는데 이거는 어떤
네.
선수로부터 좀 시작된 건가요?
이거는 이제 펠리칸 선수가 방송에서 캠을 많이 키는데
예.
저희가 너무 잘 보이니까 좀 가리고자 펠리칸 선수가 샀습니다.
아
네.
유행 선도자가 펠리컨이군요.
그 제타 디비전
이것도
소속
펠리칸 거예요.
네, 제타 디비전 소속에 선수 겸 스트리머분 한 분 계세요. 예. 거의
네, 그쵸.
본인이 소개도 그냥 스트리머라고 소개를 하시더라고요.
아,
저한테.
그래요?
예.
자 그리고
그런
이제
것 같아요.
자 그리고 이제 또 이제 내일 이제 다음 경기 상대가 코리아 지역에서 좀 계속해서 맞붙었던 팀 팔콘입니다. 많은 분들이 이 경기를 기대하고 계신데 또 이제 팔콘에게 한마디 좀 부탁드리고 싶어요.
팔콘한테 한마디.
네. 다음 상대.
저번에 이기긴 했지만 팔콘도 이제 저희가 특전 적응을 좀 빨리 했다고 생각을 하고
네.
이번에 또 대회할 때는 상대도 분명히 뭔가를 준비를 해왔고 상대도 적응을 했다고 생각하기 때문에 방심하지 않고 할 생각이고 진짜 열심히 진짜 집중해서 꼭 쉬운 경기 만들 생각입니다.
네. 자 그리고 이제 인터뷰를 마무리하기 전에 마지막으로 또 이제 많은 분들이 채팅창, 뭐 방송상 그리고 이제 좀 여러 곳에서 제타 디비전과 바이올렛 선수를 응원해주고 계시는데 응원해주신 팬분들께도 한마디 부탁드리면서 인터뷰 마무리해 보고 싶습니다.
아쉽게 이번 주는 온라인 경기라 이렇게 팬분들 직접 만나지 못해서 많이 아쉽고 다음 주에 이제 올라가서 팬분들 빨리 뵀으면 좋겠습니다. 항상 응원해 주셔서 감사하고 만족할 만한 결과로 보답해 드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 지금까지 이번 경기 승리한 제타 디비전 바이올렛 선수와 인터뷰 나눠봤고요. 다시 한번 승리 축하드리면서 인터뷰 마무리하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
참 인터뷰를 볼 때마다 크로마키가 인상적인 팀입니다.
방금 마지막에 바이올렛 선수 인사 봤어요?
예.
또 이게 그 슈퍼스타들만 한다는 그
합장
인사를 또.
예.
이제 월드와이드예요.
네, 그렇습니다. 자 이렇게 또 압도적인 공격력으로 제타 디비전이 바레를 상대로 승리를 가져가면서 역시나 코리아 지역의 좀 이 돌풍 이어지고 있는 아시아입니다. 자 이제 그리고 오늘의 두 번째 경기 99 웨이와 볼텍스 울프의 경기가 좀 준비되고 있는데 이 경기도 꽤나 기대가 됩니다. 특히 창단 이후에 첫 국제전을 준비하는 웨이인 만큼 좀 많은 분들이 기대하시는 경기가 아닐까라는 생각 드네요.
예, 그것도 그렇고 웨이는 늘 본인들만의 길을 걸어온 팀이잖아요. 그래서 웨이는 이번에는 또 어떤 조합을 준비를 해왔을지 좀 그게 너무 기대가 됩니다.
그렇습니다.
한
자,
방.
시청해주신 여러분들의 많은 기대 부탁드리면서 저희는 잠시 쉬었다가 이어지는 오늘의 두 번째 경기 웨이와 볼텍스 울프의 경기로 돌아오겠습니다.
What are we saying? Oh, morning, Jarvis.
Morning, anything good I missed?
Anything good? Not really. No. This is probably, on paper, this will be our closest game coming up between Vortex Wolf. I see we've got a Vortex Wolf believer from Thwack. There's no way I can say the rest of it. I think you just fell over on your keyboard while you're entering your username. American supermarket carrots are so wank, I hate it here. Travel all the way there, still just eating carrots. Is it expensive in Utah as well? I remember when we lived in LA, I was always so upset at the cost of everything in supermarkets. Not at all? Oh, okay. Yeah, in LA. Oh, okay. That's pretty decent. I remember in LA, I went to... Oh, what was it even called? Maybe Chris remembers. What's the name of a supermarket down the road from us? Like, I remember I got, like... I just got some stuff to have some sandwiches. Ham, cheese, some bagels, some butter, right? Nice, simple, basic. And it was $25 for those things. $25. Unbelievable prices in LA. Walgreens or something, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. It was unbelievable prices. $25 just to make my own sandwiches. Don't rock with Walgreens. LA needs your money to fund the homeless. Well, maybe, yeah. Might as well go Subway at that point. Well, yeah, a lot of the time we'd had, what was it called? I remember the name. I was going to say Barburrito, but that's the name of one in the UK. Why can't I remember the name of a burrito place? I think I've lost all my memory. Chrissy's favourite place. Well, second favourite place behind Taco Bell. Chipotle, thank you. Why can't I remember that name? Yeah, there's one in the UK. There's a UK chain called Barburrito, which is basically the same business model. Make your own burrito place. But yeah, Chipotle, it would be like, you go get a burrito for like $12 or something. Whoa, thank you, Broken Skies. Thank you for the Prime, welcome. So mid? It's decent food. I think compared to like, it was quite nice to have Chipotle just because obviously, as you can imagine, a house full of gamers. The house full of gamers, and they're allowed to pick dinner every day. There's a lot of fried food on the go. So, Chipotle feels like a very nutritious option in comparison. I know, Arthur. I owe everyone a TF2 stream off the back of making the sub goal. We'll make it happen. Maybe in the... What are we? Because playoffs in Asia are next week. Or playoffs are this week, and then the Asia playoffs are next week. Maybe after that. Yeah, maybe that week. Like the 17th to 23rd, we'll get some TF2 streams going. Don't forget the cheese, guys. You've been lied to about the cheese. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I mean, everything in LA is more, right? Like, I think even like the minimum salary in LA was like 60k or something. But I think, unfortunately, even though 60k sounds like a lot, it's really not in LA.
Fuck you, Chris.
Whoa, thank you, C-Word. A gifted tier 1 to Plate of Suki. Thank you very much. Welcome, Suki. Are you going to watch China? Yeah, so China will be, I think it's the 27th of March it starts with the group stage. We'll watch all of that. And then the OWCS China is quite compact, so we get the playoffs for next week as well. So I think that starts on the 3rd of April, so we'll be watching that too. Halfway to the Rainy Day Tracer, so it had to be done. Now you've got yourself that Rainy Day Tracer. Only 2 days left to get it, if anyone else wants it. 9th of March it ends. All you need is a tier 1 plus a gift, or just 2 gifts to your favourite Overwatch streamer, or plenty of, or any Overwatch streamer. It doesn't even need to be your favourite. Twitch literally won't let me gift a sub to Chris. I think he's already subbed, no? Chris, a loyal fan. When was I anti-China? more misinformation spread in the chat. Sub? Wait, are you not subbed, Chrissy? Fuck. He's got a founder badge, though. I always thought of Chris as a founder type. Uncoachable drop in today? Yes. Yep. If I am, I think. Oh, he is subbed? Oh, it's just got the founder badge. You've just gone for a more of a stripped down look. Not got a million icons next to your name. It replaces the sub badge. I see. You only have the founder badge if you're currently subbed. I see. Things we're learning about Twitch, and I'm only a year into my Twitch career, give or take. Good to learn these things. Some of the OWCS China rosters in qualifiers got found on the sign-up page. Yeah, I think the only ones I really know about are like the Once Again and the Rock team. You're robbed of your endorsement 6? Fuck. Yeah, but the founder badge is more impressive, I think. This is your whole ass job? Yeah, but I'm not... Much like Rush, I'm not a nitty-gritty guy, you know? Just big picture. Let someone else worry about that. Right, let me cut the VOD before I forget. Stop record. Start record. And I'll upload that for mods. You think Team CC is great and rocking scrims? That's your first impressions? Interesting. Which one is Team CC the one with Billadeng and Lenksa? Am I remembering that right? Oh, maybe I'm not. Pineapple, Kaneki, Insane, Gaga, Super Rich, and Far Away. Oh, okay. A lot of familiar names there, then. Isn't Lenksa on Rock? True, PP man. You're right. You're right. When's the China LAN? Oh, I can't. They announced the dates, didn't they? Is it the 18th of April? What am I doing? Zeta Division versus Barrel. Alright, let me upload that. You scrimmed once again, you got kind of rolled. That seems right. You'd rock the Far Away 1987 Anna skin every day. Every day. Did Jimmy retire? I don't know. I swear he played in the what was it called? The Pro Chasing that we watched right at the back in January, I think it was. Was it January? I think it was January. But I'm pretty sure Jimmy played in those. And Jimmy was in one of the teams. Yeah, I mean, surely I don't think it reckons it's a different person. How many Jimmys are there going to be in China? Jinmu and Late Young aren't any rosters? Because I feel like we saw both of them in the Pro Chaser as well, right? Yeah, Jarvis. These are all online games where we play in LAN for the playoffs, which is for the teams that get out of group stage, which I can probably drop us a refresh now, which is obviously Zeta Division, I think, have secured themselves a playoff spot regardless. It's just whether they finish first or top, right? Which will be really decided by their game tomorrow against Falcons. On the other side of things, Falcons looking good for one. Way going to have their first appearance right now in the playoffs against Vortex Wolves coming right up. So the 4 Korean teams? I mean, most likely. Most likely. A-Mega's on a team with Soaks and Luca. Soaks loves playing in China, doesn't he? Those who don't know, Soaks is a German support player who makes many appearances around the world in different competitions. Ooh. This will be the one that I think really decides it. He lives in Japan now for some reason. Is he there for like school or something? Or is he just... How close do you think MFC Varel will be? I think, actually, I don't know. My guess is that actually the Pacific teams will probably win, but we'll be looking pretty competitive. You met Soaks in Singapore once? How many air miles does this guy have? Why is he just everywhere all the time? Treated him to some Chinese food, but he didn't want to eat the intestines. That's probably reasonable. I feel like I'd try the stuff, but it would be a reluctant try. He's the Pitbull of Overwatch, Mr. Worldwide. Tripe is a hard sell. Yeah. Whenever I go to like my fiance's family, they're like I'll describe them. They're like they're just this old pagan couple who live in like very rural Scotland, and they are always, you know, eat every part of the animal type thing. So there's always like some offal, there's always some offal on the go that they are very keen for us to eat, and me and my fiance are very reluctant to eat. Real Scottish? I mean, they're not actually Scottish. They used to live in Nottingham, and then they moved to Scotland for like their retirement.
아까 채팅창에서도 바스티온은 그래서 좋은 것이냐 나쁜 것이냐라는 토론이 좀 이루어진 것도 저희가 쉬는 시간을 확인할 수 있었어요. 그러니까 이게 되게
Yeah, I don't know. I've had like I said, I've tried the stuff on occasion, but it's never convinced me that I actually want to enter it into my my regular diet. Would I prefer English sausage or Scottish sausage? What's the difference? I don't know. Is there like... I don't know if I've ever had Lorne Scottish sausage. Or at least I guess I don't know what the distinction is. Who are you taking for the China second seed? Rock or Team CC? Was this just told me CC looked better in scrim, so I'm going to immediately pivot and go for Team CCC. CCC? CC. Too many C's. Lawn sausage? Let's have a goose. Lawn sausage, that sounds like a guy. Yeah, I used to know a guy. His name was Lawn Sausage. Great lad. Also known as Square Sausage. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've maybe never had it then.
반대로 이제 로로미아 선수는 어제 상대방이 좀 집중 견제를 하다 보니까 꽤나 많은 고생을 했어요.
그럼에도 불구하고 그래도 중간중간 킬로그를 분명히 올려주긴 했거든요.
그렇죠.
로루미아 선수도.
자, 그렇기 때문에 좀 볼텍술프의 가능성도 여전히 또 기대가 되는
The broadcast prediction was the same as chat.
이제 또
Way believers.
소개를 드리겠습니다. 자, 먼저
Alright, Milgaro in the starting lineup here.
이수민 마카가 준비를 합니다.
Have you tried haggis? Yeah, ages ago. I wasn't a big fan. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it kind of fell into the category of like, would eat it if it's on a plate, but wouldn't order it type thing.
워낙 강력한 임팩트를 계속해서 남겨줬는데 또 아시아에서는 어떨지 기대가 되고요. 자, 볼텍술프, 로루미아, 에디슨, 칼리오스.
A's not on tank. No, they're saving the big guns for later.
저 화면에 나와 있는 자리야 꽤나 강력한 임팩트를.
All right, Vortex Wolf, the second seed from Japan. Obviously, the players people are most familiar with will be Edison and Kalios. How do you feel about black pudding? Actually had some black pudding the other day. I like black pudding. I'm a fan.
또 활용이 됐다 보니까 더더욱 임팩트가 있었어요.
그리고 자리아가 특전으로 인해서 이제 고지대에 대한 리스크가 어느 정도는 좀 상쇄가 됐기 때문에
네.
쓰이는 것도 있고요.
그래서 점프 소동을 찍는 모습을 짚어준 것처럼 또
You don't like black pudding? Black pudding's good.
자, 그리고 웨이입니다. 웨이의 승리를
Aid would clear the lobby too easily on tank. He would. We saw him in that show match. He was good for it.
대회에서 많은 분들이 기대를 하고 계시긴 합니다만 어쨌든
Is Team CC Team XX? I don't know the exact team history.
있는 웨이란 말이죠.
Pig's blood and herbs. I mean, if it tastes good, it tastes good, you know.
무시할 수 없어요.
그렇습니다.
Yes to Kairos as well in YouTube chat asking. I will be co-streaming China too.
좀 다양한 역할들을 수행해주고 있고 또 이제 하나씩 정말
Phone with data? Fuck, gotta get that big data plan then.
팀 특징이 그거예요.
Surely you can get a cheeky Wi-Fi going.
네.
웨이가 좀 많이 잘 되고 있고요.
그래서 이제 명백한 강팀의 반열에 오르고 있고 자
Do you guys really eat black pudding? I thought it was one big joke like Australians with drop bears. Both of those things are real. People eat black pudding, and the drop bears will really get you. Have to be careful in Australia.
해줘야 되는 게 워낙에 많은 메타기도 하고 그러다 보니까
네.
딜러 싸움 오늘 에디슨 대 에이드 싸움 이거 중요하고요.
그렇습니다. 하지만 이제 적혀 있는 건 어쨌든 에디슨의 승리를 위해서 발명을 해내야 될 볼텍스 울프이기 때문에.
Oh really? Add it to Korean style stews. Doishi's getting some fusion cooking going.
좀 많은 선수들이 부담해줄 필요가 있어요. 분담해서.
Is black pudding Vegemite? Do you mean as in like, is pig's blood and herbs, or do you mean it as in like, is it like a love or hate it type thing? Because I know my fiance doesn't like it either, but
따라서도 좀 갈릴 것 같아요.
I'm all for it.
어제 이제 겐지, 후아유 선수의 겐지는 두말하면
You live in Australia and you think that rice is exotic? What part of Australia do you live in where rice is exotic?
기대가 됩니다.
이렇게 되면은 토르비온으로
I don't know too much about. I feel like, if I remember correctly what people have said, is it not like Sydney and Melbourne, or like, I guess what we'd call it, like modern or like upmarket Australia? But if you start to go west, you start to go like a little bit off the beaten path. Is that right? Some Australians, I'm sure, will correct me. Yeah, pretty much. Small regional town. Yeah, yes. Small town Australia. Yeah.
어차피 우리는 안 할 거야. 이거예요.
그렇습니다. 확실히 벤이 좀
Yeah, posh is a good word for it. Yeah, like Victoria's kind of posh. Yeah.
이런 것들이 나오는 게
5 cities and everywhere else is a wasteland. Yeah.
피해가 우리한텐 적고 상대한텐 큰 거. 그리고 이게 벤카
I imagine, isn't a lot of Australia just like really hard to inhabit as well? Even though it's like a pretty reasonable size.
아주 이른 이야기긴 합니다만 나중에 벤카드가 뭐 팀에게 2장씩 주어지는 날이 온다.
Don't go anywhere near Broken Hill or Alice Springs. Alright, I'll make a mental note.
그때 또 어떤 모습이 나올지 벌써부터 기대가 되는 지금이고 자 웨이어 볼텍스 울프의 첫 번째 세트 준비 완료됐습니다. 오아시스로
Most cities on the outer are like coastal ones, yeah. 6-hour drive to the city? Fuck. That's like some American distances there. Like in the UK, like, I can just walk. I live in a city. I can walk to anywhere in the city. In America, everything is a fucking drive. Everything is a drive away.
인상 깊네요.
Morning, Trash Panda. 6 hours? Yeah. I mean, I used to. So I was sort of, I guess, like, I used to live in Kent. That's where my family are from. But we had some family in Manchester, which is pretty opposite ends of a country, like Kent to Manchester. We would drive up to see them. It could be like a 4-hour car ride, and we'd cross most of the country. Anyway, though, let's lock in, because Vortex Wolf versus Way. So, in theory, our closest game on paper, and Way are going to be playing the Hazard after the ball ban taken out away from Milgaru. Lucio banned from Way as well to try and give Milgaru some nicer targets. Hazard matches up quite well into the Juno Brig, but not so well into the Torb Sim. For now, though, Vortex Wolf have been forced all the way back to the choke. TP flip from Edison. Maybe flips into more danger, though. We'll be okay. No, not. Kiri's going to get caught. Who are you? Now above them. Clears for turrets. Edison has no TP. He is vulnerable right now. Milgaru behind him. Juno above him. And they just swarm over him there. And you saw Vortex Wolf. They try to TP away from some of the danger. Take some space on point. And they do get that first flip as a result. But just surrounded and pulled apart right now. And Way will eventually win that first fight, even though they concede 12%. No ults just yet to speak of. We're going to see Kalios try and take a little bit of space right now. Kalios is going to take a lot of damage on the way in. Edison is swinging up. Aid can't find the rail and will be forced back. They clear a little bit of space here, Vortex Wolf. They completed the first part of their retake. Now they need to try and get them out again. They're trying to get a bit of an angle to clean Milgaro. He goes in for a slash attempt, doesn't find anything. Now the TP to clear Lee Soo-min off this angle. If you've not seen Lee Soo-min play before, he is an absolute menace on the flank with his Kiriko. You see him fighting Edison here, but Edison actually with the help of his Brig here, they've got control of this side space. Now a TP to the other side. They've lost their Juno on the way through though. Still trying to push forward, but now Edison in a lot of trouble, and Who Are You will hunt down that kill. And you saw the idea there. As Way are going to look for the rest of his cleanup. Wall comes out, so they have to try and use the other door. So much damage at this choke. The D-Mech is there. The Disruptor Shot does everything. And they're looking for more kills in spawn. Edison will not give a TP out. You saw the idea now from Vortex Wolf, right? Clear the hazard out on one side, then take the high ground, clear the Kiriko out of there, take a little bit of space. But they just lose the Juno while all of this is happening, and then all their hard work goes down the drain. Now a chance for what will be a big ult fight. Way already have their 5 bank slightly quicker than Vortex. And Milgaro is holding close as well. You can see Kalios trying to clear some of this space. Bully back for Genji, bully back for Hazard. Let the rest of his team walk. I'd like to maybe see them using his TP if they can. Maybe take the high ground, do something else. They use it to skip the first part. Now the symbol to keep going. Blade comes out. Overload has been used. Downpour comes out. Deflect. Oh! But I think it was deflect on something else. Milgaro's downpour will hit anyway. And they delete him through that sim wall. Kitsune rush now to try and save Aid out of this one. They can't save him though. So Kalios actually found some trades. They need to win this fight, Vortex Wolf. They are out of time. Turrets will get taken down. Remake doesn't go through for Kalios. They did just about get to all those ults, Vortex Wolf, but weren't able to survive the onslaught. The Blade and the downpour at choke. And all of a sudden, they just delete the Torp through all of that, and Remy will fall. Okay, so first round to Way. Pretty straightforward one at the end. Nice and snowballing. That Juno pick on the first retake from Vortex Wolf. That's what really hampered them, because they weren't able to get into a position to trade any ults or look for that. Did Edison give a 4 turret perk? I didn't see. It's the... Let me get the icon up for you. Yeah, I mean, if it was a perk with a turret rather than a perk with a TP. One of the nice things, if you get to play Sim on the first round of Control, is if you get the teleporter perk, you get, which is a longer range teleporter, you get that longer range teleporter, all of a sudden you're a little bit faster on all of the next map tier. Now we're going to see, it is the Reconstruction perk, which is the Jagged Wall hits recharge Spike Guard with 25 energy, up to 50 extra. So if you find hits with the wall, you get more of your Spike Guard back. Same comp again here for Vortex Wolf, trying to lean into that Torb sim against the Hazard. Sleep Dart will come through. Doesn't find anything. Edison, keep it active. He does have the extra turret perk as well. You were right. Bit of an interesting choice over the TP one. And a Kiri from Way, something we've seen a lot out in this backline. They actually just catch Kalios for free out of all of that. Trying to pocket Milgaro through. It is a tank trade, but Who Are You trades up. 3v3 situation now. Opposite sides. Turrets coming out from Edison. Does have that extra turret, remember. Charge going on. Hits a right click onto Maka. Forces him to D-peek for a second. Another right click lands onto the Sojourn, actually. So Edison just winning this poke battle right now. Every right click is landing for him. Another one onto Maka as well. He just won't miss. Who Are You is on the back rope, and Edison... John Sojourn becomes John Symmetra. Every right click lands, and we have to give the space here. Vortex Wolf will flip the point right back in their favor. Now Milgaro's coming in. He can TP away from that danger. Kalios will mark it. And look at Edison. He's nearly got Sim-Wall. He really was hitting every right click. He's going to have a Sim-Wall outrageously early in this fight. Who Are You trying to come in the flank. Deflex has been forced though. Now that Sim-Wall may need to fight in the health pack cars area here. So I don't know about the value the Sim-Wall's really getting. He's got it fast, but it wasn't all that valuable. Now the Nano Hazard comes in. Wall comes off. Looking to chase down his DPS. Another slash timing right now. Doesn't actually catch Edison, but gets the kill anyway. They've lost Kalios on point as he tried to stall that one out. They got the earlier Sim-Wall, but it was just in an area that Vortex Wolf... It's not really a high value area, right? Way we're just able to give up that space on car side. I don't care if... Okay, if you're going to use Sim-Wall to hold the side of a map, then I guess you can. Way are just going to back it out, give a bit of space in that Sim-Wall, then re-engage with their Nano. Milgaro finds the value, and then they get the retake. Aid now catches an early one onto Sukume, and this is going to force them. They actually they TP the turret here. There's probably some legs in that somewhere if you're smart.
쓰다가 앞에서 마카
Maybe get a turret overload, TP a turret overload somewhere. Disruptor shot now, making Remy's walk up really difficult. He has to use that overload actually quite early. Kalios is going to try and clear some space. Milgaro was swapped from right to left, and he's caught Edison in the process here. And they are making this walk up an absolute nightmare. Kiru's going to dash forward. That's a problem. Has the rally though, but it's a rally jacks. Lee Min finishes the job Milgaro started. Nade onto Kalios means he's going to lose mech before he has self-destruct. And Vortex Wolf are struggling to get out of spawn here.
보는 게 맞죠. 거점이 넘어간 시점부터 시멘트라가 뭔가 할 만한 게 거의 없어요.
All the ults still available for Wei as well. And they are going to make this retake so difficult. Vortex Wolf are low on time as well. Edison has gone Widow. The power of a Widow might just force them back. They get this first part of the retake for free, and Edison will go Tracer to help extend this touch. Still a lot of ults to worry about. Nano Blade available, Nano Hazard, Nano Overclock. So many options here for Wei. Looks like he's got eyes on Who Are You mainly though here, Maka. Who Are You is above the choke as they try and walk forward. Nade comes out. Nano onto Who Are You. Dash in onto the top. Looking for it. Whip shot only sends him back a little bit though. Now he will damage. Kill everyone through the Ray. Eyes on the Juno. Milgaro will help him finish that one. And the Nano Blade is good for it. Kitsune rush to make sure they finish the job. Edison is going to play his KD. Doesn't even get a chance. Kalios won't get back into mech. And Wei with a convincing first round.
그냥 딱 그거였어요. 변수 싸움에서 에이드 선수가 계속해서 웃었고.
All right. And that's starting to look a little like how we've seen a lot from these series.
그리고 이제 조합의 장단점이 워낙에 좀 확실하다 보니까 장점이 살아났을 때는 먼저 거점을 선취하는 장면도 나오긴 했습니다만 이 단점이 부각되는 타이밍 웨이가 아무래도 코리아 지역에서도 계속 상대를 좀 해봤던 그런 조합이 되다 보니까 대처가 너무 능숙하게 잘 됐죠.
우리는 그 조합 크레이지 라쿤이 쓰는 조합으로 맞아봤어.
VOD sorted. Thank you very much, Trash Panda.
이게 내성이 너무 좀
All right. So Wei looking pretty dominant there.
체가 지금 그 벌크업이 돼가지고 몸이 이만해요 지금.
슈퍼 항체.
네.
그 힘으로
Made every retake super difficult. Picks are plenty. A couple of Juno picks out of nothing. Out of nothing for Wei on those holds. And it's starting to feel like more of the same when we've seen Korea play non-Korean teams right now. Yeah, Dampole gets huge value there. And just comfortable situations, right? We see the power of the ult snowball here. Now, once it gets to... They win the first neutral. And then once you win the first neutral, you just... then you get like a very cheap second fight or something. And then all of a sudden, by the time you get to the big ult fight, that actually... Or if you're the losing team who've lost those fights, your ults are just all a little bit slower. So what should be like a 5v fight, like equal big ult exchange, ends up being very much not that at all. And then, yeah, this is the big missed opportunity, or the tail end of it, where they miss getting value out of that sim wall. You still see moments of it, right? No surprise that we see Edison get some stuff done. One of their best looks yesterday, Vortex Wolf, was actually when Kalios played Zarya. So maybe there's an option they take us to Havana. They sort of bait Peppy and maybe a Havana, ban a Mauga. They could ban Sigma, obviously, because that is Peppy's hero, but I feel like the Zarya can be okay into the Sigma. Especially depending on, like, what type of comp you run it with. If you run it with, like, a Genji or something, you can isolate the Sigma. But, it's tricky. Genji banning coming. It could be another option, right? Could be another option. But I'd like to see them maybe get Kalios onto Zarya or something. I feel like that was their best look yesterday when they played against Crazy Raccoon. Was it Crazy Raccoon? I want to say yes, Crazy Raccoon. So basically, Sim and Sorb is hard to retake when you lost the point. Well, I don't think so necessarily. I think that part of City Center, I can't rewind on this, but I'll draw you City Center. So this is the point, right? We have the little ring around point, and then we have the little corridor here, and then we have this part here, right? Which is like, this was, in this case, it was Vortex's spawn, right? And this area here, you know, we got the little bridge, we got the mega, and we got like the little pits here. This area here is like, this is like no man's land. This is such a hard area to cross because it's just really open, loads of chance for aid. Who Are You and Milgari can harass throughout all of this as well. Maka's throwing nades. Everything is really difficult. And this was the area where we were trying to exploit the most because they knew it was really difficult. I really thank you, sir. Thank you, Lemon. But this is the area that I think really where like a TP or something would have done them some good. Could they have found a way to TP through some of this pressure? Or, you know, if the hazard's on one side, or can they bait maybe one of the hazard cooldowns out, then TP somewhere else? Sig ban also protects Zarya. That's a good shout, Prota. You're probably right now for Sig. Like a Sig or a Malga ban or something, whichever one they feel is harder. They should have done that.
Good morning.
웨이의 길은 여전히 탄탄대로다라는 걸
Morning off, Brand Milk.
오아시스였습니다.
Thank you for the tier 1, 2 months as well. Welcome back.
이 변수를 보는 각이 굉장히 날카로웠어요.
Waiting for map type? Yeah, I think map type seems reasonable.
네, 하지만 이제
Why didn't they go Rhine?
좀
I don't think it would have solved their problems.
긁어주고 마무리하는 그런
Is Uncoachable out after stream? Yes. Yep. Uncoachable with Smash will be out after the stream. I seem to upload it to Spotify, but I don't think that takes that long.
네, 구도가 잡힌 한타에서 체급이 강한 조합이지 변수 싸움에서 뭔가 기대할 만한 부분이 좀 기대값 자체가 적다 보니까 그 부분이 좀 아쉽게 굴러갔죠. 볼텍스 울프 입장에서.
그렇습니다. 일단 조합 변경도 뭐 여차하면 꾀해볼 수 있는 볼텍스 울프이기 때문에 이 다음 세트 맵 선택부터 좀 기대가 됩니다. 어쨌든 에디슨 선수
Smash is for guests. Smash is for guests. You guys know Smash. Virtus Pro head coach if you don't.
이렇게 되면은 볼텍스 울프는 어떻게든 서브 탱커가 잘 소화해낼 수 있는 그런 모드.
Does 99 Divine can take a map of Crazy out of Crazy Queen? No.
좀 응수를
No.
준비를 하는 것 같습니다. 밀가루 선수와 페피 선수의 좀 교체가 있네요.
이렇게 되면은 뭐 바우가가 나올 수도 있고 시그마가 나올
Peppy in.
다리아가 나올 수도 있고.
All right. We'll see what the bans are. Obviously, you have to submit a roster before
않는다면
before you do the hero bans. So Vortex Wolf will know that Peppy's in, so then can make the decision based off that.
전장이 좀 어떻게 선택이 됐을지가 제일 궁금해지네요. 선수가 나왔다는 거는
Are EMEA games today? No, they start Saturday. Start Saturday.
소이트가 아닐 수도 있을 것 같은데. 오, 하바나로 갑니다.
All right, first F Predator up. We are going to Havana as we expected. Now the question: do they ban Malga? Do they ban Sigma here? Vortex Wolf. These seem like the most likely ones. Yeah. So what we'll do for the Preds is we'll do first F Preds, and then we'll do a very quick. Will there be a full hold? Will there won't be a full hold afterwards? Why is Violet not in the Preds? Come on, guys. Violet won't die first in this one. I can guarantee you that.
자신감 있긴 할 것 같은데요.
그렇죠. 페피 선수도 어쨌거나 서브 탱커 유저기 때문에 자리를 못 하진 않지만 칼리우스는 스크림하는 과정에서 많이 하진 않았을 거란 말이에요. 그러다 보니까 그런 디테일적인 부분이나 팀적인 움직임에서 우리가 우위에 있다라고 생각을 한 것 같은데요. 볼텍스 울프 측에서.
맞습니다. 벤 구도까지 좀 확인을 해봐야 양 팀의 흐름을 짐작할 수 있을 것 같습니다.
나와라 시그마 벤 아니면 키리코 벤?
Who wins if they play 4v5? Still Crazy Raccoon. Come on. All right, Vortex Wolf, Sigma ban. So the Zarya is protected. They could go that direction. Wei, what will they ban in response? Don't know what would affect the Zarya the most. I mean, Wei could ban Genji. That would feel like a really hot take for them, but they could also ban Genji so they can't do Genji Zarya. But that does feel like really hot takey on this map. They probably want to play Anakiri. Or they could have banned Soja now. Okay. So now a decision. I mean, Aid's probably going to play Widow here. So do they just take a Widow battle? Or are they going to try and just run like Ashe is probably the most common sort of side grade if Sojin isn't available.
물론 이제 후아유가 메이를 활용하긴 했죠.
Aid Bastion, of course. Of course.
인력기 부활량을 보여줬기 때문에 야 이거 뭐가 나와도 재밌겠다라는 생각은 드네요.
이러면은 이제 웨이도 볼텍스 울프도 이렇게 얘기하고 있는 것 같아요. 자리야 해라. 자리야 해라.
자 나머지 어떤 거 쓰든지 우리 한번 제대로 붙어보자 라고 할 것 같은데 맵 선택도 그렇고 흥미진진합니다.
근데 이거 볼텍스 울프가 한번 누순하기 시작하면 좀 그 흐름을 못 막을 수도 있어요. 또 투 서브 힐러가 대응이 안 된다면 돌려깎기 또 당할 수 있습니다.
자 과연 어떤 경기가 펼쳐질지 양 팀의 두 번째 세트 준비 완료됐습니다. 하바나로 떠나볼까요?
All right. Kalios in. Let's see what we're working with. Way going to be starting on the defense here. So I guess with Sigma banned, we'd expect, could see just a Mauga from Peppy. We've seen him play a few different heroes before, so it could go a few different ways, but I think Mauga's probably the most likely. Oh, thank you, Mayrice.
What is the percentage chance of a Japanese/Pacific team making China?
Like sub 1%, sub 1%. Maybe 0. I mean, it's gonna become mathematically impossible soon. But it's yeah. We're in fractional decimals. All right, Aid. It will be starting the Bastion. Edison, though, a step ahead. Maybe he'll take the mirror. All right, Zen Bap with this Mauga. So a very, sort of a bit of an ugly looking Mauga comp, I think, here from Wei. We'll see what it translates into. Remy will be on that Genji here. So in theory, actually, a bubbled Genji onto a Zen Bap seems like really juicy targets. We'll get initial form on the high ground to Kalios. You see both bubbles burnt for Kalios there. Does mean he has some energy, though, so we can start poking and probing, getting them out. Edison now onto the Hanzo, and I think Hanzo is actually a pretty good matchup into Bastion here. Bastion has a pretty forgiving hitbox there, so the Hanzo can do lots of consistent damage. We see a full charge Kalios walking out, just trying to do some damage, get his bubbles up. Bully back this Mauga. Stomp will come in, doesn't find anything with it though, and Peppy is going to be absolutely cooked right now. Edison's found a pick on the side as well. They've actually found 2 picks on both DPS here. So they're not quite out of the woods yet, but the respawn advantage is overwhelming here for Vortex Wolf, so they can get themselves out of spawn. Ada's not getting out of this either. Where's he going? He's trying to run. Surely he doesn't get out of this. No way he gets out of this. Come on. Surely somebody else can just shoot him. How's the Bastion walks all the way out? Oh, alright. Quick full hold pred. Only 30 seconds on this one, so you gotta be fast. Form comes through from Aid. He's getting pocketed through this just about. Will be forced to D-peak now. Lee Sin-min nearly has for Transcendence, but Vortex Wolf, they have for Grav, they have for Nano, they have for Ray. Huge, powerful ult bank here. Looking for the nade opportunity. Needing to pocket Kalios through a lot. Previously, they have nanoed Kalios a lot in these situations. The window comes out and they're going to drop it. And he wants to go through now, but Grav comes through. Transcendence is forced. Kiru is going to die. The Dragon, though, it wasn't lined up. Edison gets it slightly wrong. The nade afterwards, though, they can still trade out. Kalios is deep with high energy. Bubble onto these Genji, and Kalios will take over. Lee Sin-min is still there, though. Stomp comes out from Kalios. He avoids that one. 3 seconds till his next bubble. Zen on the high ground. Look at Lee Sin-min floating around, but Kalios will take care of him. And Kalios will get it all done for Wei. And it is not looking very full holdable now. Peppy is on the back foot. He's going to stomp forward, trying to buy space. Desperate for this kill, Kalios. But Bastion, the artillery strike is coming, but how on earth will this swap it for him? No chance. Mac will die on point. And Vortex Wolf, for Zarya getting it done. A late Bastion swing up top. They should be able to deal with this. Right? Right? Okay. Aid gets a trade, which seems unreasonable. But Vortex Wolf getting it done on the Zarya. We said we wanted to see this from them, and we're getting it. Kalios holding close right now. He's nearly got another bloody Grav. We'll get booped off for high ground here. Swaps onto the low ground. He wants to find a bubble opportunity for Remy. The stomp actually messes up the timing there for the bubble onto the blade. So the blade finds no value. Then Kalios gets caged. All falls apart a little bit for Vortex Wolf on that one there. Just a bit of anti-timing between Kalios going back and Remy going in. One of the problems you can have with some of this sort of bubble Genji style is a lot of the points are quite long. So it can be hard for this Genji to close the distance. Now stabilizing on point, we can see Ada's got the Bastion bomb perk, which means he takes no self-damage. And I think he gets like a little bit extra boost, right, as well. Yeah, 25% increase, and he takes no self-damage. Kalios walking up, trying to build some of the energy. They have nearly another Grav Dragon combo. Nade doesn't land from Sakumi. Stomp comes through. Peppy is now very committed. Nano comes out onto Kalios. He's low energy, though, so it keeps Kalios alive, but he's barely even cooking Peppy at this point. He's barely warm. Gonna keep going. He has for Grav soon. Lamp has been forced as well here, actually. Dragon comes through onto the high ground. Ada's gonna swing ahead of that Dragon. A little bit separated. Blade of the back is shut down by Edison. They will trade Edison, but now, oh, the Grav doesn't... Where did it go? Doesn't find what he wants. Now the swing back, and Kalios is still struggling here. Needs full pocket out. Stomp comes through, avoided, but he's lost his main source of healing. Yeah, disaster there. And you talk about the big ult combos. And so far, the Grav Dragon hasn't landed either time here. And Kalios will be swapping onto D.Va right now. Edison onto the Sombra, so Vortex Wolf, they're going to change their playstyle now. The idea of this version of the comp from Vortex Wolf is very much going to be to try and hit the backline here. Trade Lee Min, trade Maka. The problem is... Difficult. They have both support ults. Lee Min has the Transcendence if he gets in trouble. And Maka will still have a lamp as well. Sleep onto Lee Min, but he's all fine. They're trying to walk up the left-hand side right now. Maka's going to try and back it up to middle. Lee Min still trying to hold this left-hand side. Stable for now. Bastion on the high ground. Ray push comes through right now. Transcendence in response, and the window. Both support ults used there. They demech Kalios immediately with a helping out window. They'll finish him off as well. Sombra pressure onto Maka. He backs out underneath. Doesn't want to use his cooldowns. Won't have to use his cooldowns as Aid will get the trade. Remy is now stuck in. And alright. Steady for Way on that one, but that was both support ults used defensively. They have the cage for the next fight now. Edison doesn't quite have the EMP, but if they get the EMP before they go, all of a sudden, looks quite juicy actually for Vortex. Quite yummy, as Smash would say. They lose Edison early though. This isn't yummy at all. Backing it up. They still have the Nano Blade to turn if they want to Way. They have to be careful here, but they want to keep going. Cage opportunity comes out. Juno is very much caught in this cage. Kalios is going to find one trade in the back. They've actually nanoed Kalios forward during this. He's got one kill, and Sukumi's going to try and rotate away. Kalios still low. Doesn't have the self-destructive remake. And this is going all sorts of wrong here for Vortex Wolf. Again, they try and use the nano onto Kalios. Doesn't end up getting the... Again, they don't get the combo right. But now Way... A bit low on ults. I would say a bit low on ults, but they're actually charging these so fast. Lee Min nearly has another Transcendence. If he gets that in time, it's the perfect answer to the Blade. Perfect answer to the EMP. 10% away right now, and they're going to try and buy a little bit more time with these Bastion bombs. Edison doesn't find anything as we enter overtime. EMP ready. Virus onto it. Will cloak up now, looking for it. Lee Min is going to swing, but Edison drops down underneath. Remy now got eyes on Lee Min as well. Lee Min is 4% away from his Transcendence. Peppy is anchoring point. He's killed Edison! Edison doesn't get a chance for the EMP. Lee Min has found him. Now the Discord onto the Juno. Who are you? Will finish that one off with the Blade. Lee Min is walking forward. He is free, ready to go. Doesn't even need for Transcendence in the end. And Lee Min clutches up on second point here. Kills the baby. Transcends. And just like that. You saw him go underneath. You saw like on this coast area. I don't know if we're gonna get a replay of it here. No, we're just gonna get like the general highlights. But you saw Edison get scouted out on that coast side. I think it's going to be the fight after this. But you saw Edison get scouted out and go underneath instead. But Lee Min must have just found him again. No, they didn't have a replay of it. When's Unser joining the stream? Not this week. He is getting ready to make sure SSG qualify for China.
역설적으로 이야기하면은 가야 될 거리가 짧다라고 웨이게는 여겨질 수 있는 거잖아요.
저 정도 거리면은 1거점 밀렸다고 가정을 했을 때 만약에 볼텍스 울프가 교환 구도를 못 내고 온전한 한타 패배를 1거점 밀린다?
Do you get to go to China with SSG? Don't know. I mean, maybe, but it wasn't like in my contract or anything like that. So, if they invite me, I'll happily go. If not, I'll just co-stream it at home with all of you, and we can all watch SSG win for China land together. Not to, you know, get too ahead of ourselves. But they're going to win China. No bias here. Unsponsored opinion. Vortex Wolf now starting on the Widow themselves. Aid is going to play Bastion instead, though. And Edison is on a little bit of an adventure, but Lee Soo-min, how's he just taking all his space for free? Loves a flank, does Lee. And he's just going to get 2 kills nice and easy, and his spawn hold is broken in no time at all here from Wei. All thanks to the main man, Lee.
이게 바스티온으로 그거예요. 딱 그 마오가의 터질 듯한 심장 버프를 강제하게 유도하고.
Now over to the D.Va, Genji, Sombra. So again, the idea is, can we kill Nisana? Can we kill Nissen? Bastion, in theory, quite vulnerable to some of this as well. Big map for it. Lots of distance to cross here for the Vortex Wolf team. They're going to try and come through the inside right now. Milgari trying to... Sorry, Peppy trying to finish that one. Touch on point from Kalios, but he is discorded, so he will be cleared. Edison has been forced to TP out as well. Nade doesn't find anything, and Mac has already gotten his nano. Might just go Aid's way. Trying to clear the high ground right now, but Who Are You gets the better of that. It was a 2v1, but that doesn't seem to bother Who Are You. Gets the opening pick. Now the nano comes through onto Peppy. Looking for this Anna. Will get slept up right now. Any more follow-up damage? Who Are You is there. Who Are You will finish the job. Peppy will come back and clean up on point now. Kalios did die on point. So there's a chance for a pretty, I guess, a rush retake here, but they're pushing into Transcendence, they're pushing into the Artillery Strike. Maybe there really isn't as well. 3 on point. Kalios can go for it if he really wants, but he's going to have to sort of int for it, and they might just be better off holding second, and they're going to do exactly that. No ult still for Vortex Wolf. Obviously, the spawn hold was cracked open immediately, so they will just be... They will just be short of all these ultimates as well. So Wada with a great chance to snowball. And these swaps might really come back to bite them. Artillery strike out from Aid. Edison is into the back right now, though. Looking for his opportunity to get this kill. Maka is relatively close, though. Edison just wants the farm angle. Will cloak up again. The doors have shut on Edison, on Aid rather, so he is stuck outside. Sombra is still deep behind here. Lee Soo-min, you can see him on the left-hand side of our screen right now. He is flanking up. He's got himself another angle onto Kalios. Maka will get caught. The blade in the back, though, and Who Are You has killed the back line. He's now coming to kill the front line. Transcendence from Lee Soo-min to finish the job. Finds for Sombra. No escape for Edison. He realizes it is curtains. Kalios will die on point. And Wei will tidy this one up with plenty of time to spare. And all right. Looks like cruise control from Wei in this one. 2 in a row.
이런 식으로 뒷라인을 흔들어주면서 시간을 끄는 타이밍은 아니었던 것 같아요. 결국 궁극기 템포가 유리했던 거는 웨이였고 차라리 그럴 거면 아예 들어 눕는 판단을.
And looks like we're in for another straightforward series. God, we're going to be done quickly today if we keep this up.
뒷라인을 흔들어주는 사이에 전선은 유지해야겠고 그러다 보니까 몸이 자연스럽게 좀 앞으로 쏠렸어요. 볼텍 솔프가.
아무래도 본인들이 수비를 해 나가는 과정에서 웨이가 워낙 짧은 거리만 좀 허용했다 보니까 어쩔 수 없었던 선택인 것 같은데 그 틈을 또 날카롭게 파고들었던 마지막 후아유의 마무리까지 야, 정말 인상 깊은 활약이 이어지고 있는 웨이입니다.
그 몸이 쏠렸을 때 딱 날카롭게 후알류 선수가 매가 먹이를 낚아채듯이 딱 그 2명만 딱 그게 킥이었거든요.
그렇습니다. 마지막은 진짜
Heartbreaking.
누구세요? 안녕하세요.
It's not looking good, is it? If you're a Vortex Wolf fan, it's not looking good. Next 2 days should have closer matches. Yeah, we're going to get... Because what we're going to get on the next 2 days is not only are we going to get the Korean derbies, where the Korean teams in each group play each other. I'm going to refresh this. Ooh, refresh? There we go. So we're going to get Falcons versus Zeta, Wei versus Crazy Raccoon. We're also going to get the Pacific teams playing the Japanese teams. So we'll have Barrel against MFC and Vortex Wolf against 99 Divine as our closers for both days. So in theory, the Saturday and Sunday should be a slightly higher caliber of action. The Korean team's head and coach board's coming out, so they're speedrunning. Exactly. Who's better, Vortex Wolf or 99 Divine? I think 99 Divine. But I think we're... Well, once we get to these Pacific versus Japanese teams, I think we're looking at, like... What do you call it? Like a real series, for lack of a better word. An actual real series where both teams will take maps and we're not just in a sort of beating down situation. Alright, couple of minutes break. I'll do the ads now so we don't get them during the actual game. And then we can get ready for this map 3. Vasaria seems to have some legs. Maybe, I don't know what the play would necessarily be. Maybe they can just go, for, like, a New Junk City, for some more Zarya. You excited for the best match of the week? MFC versus Falcons? Of course, mate. Are you playing the same game again? Are you playing to get the Junkrat banned? Or have you got a few more aces up the sleeve? Yes, off-brand milk. First one's tomorrow. You have a method? Junkrat into Widow? Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. Esports World Cup theory? I mean... you guys had a right old run at the Esports World Cup. Frogger shit talk. Proper into the mental boom. I can see it. I can see it. I mean, honestly, so far, that Zeta versus MFC game was unbelievably fun, actually. By far the most entertaining series we've had in the playoffs so far. You want them to ban Junkrat? You've got it. I mean, you can get Zeta Division to do it. Put Falcons in the bin as well. Now, if you did not have a good time, the first Junkrat one was actually so funny because he's just like, you miss the first 3 shots, but Alpha Yi still none the wiser. None the wiser. just throwing pipes left and right. Alpha Yi's standing there. He's seeing these explosions coming off from behind him. No indication to take a look behind him to see what all the fuss is about. Still get surprised.
그렇습니다. 자, 볼텍솔프 쪽에서 머리가 꽤나 아픈 상황이 될 것 같네요.
He was not prepared. Oh, exactly. Yeah, Tom's right. It's not stupid if it works.
장점도 있지만 단점도 꽤나 확실하다는 게 이럴 때 느껴지는 것 같아요.
그렇죠. 이게 뭐 선배 후배 모두 다 전략적으로 쓸 수 있지만
네.
결국 최고는 뭐냐? 영웅 폭이 넓은 거.
밴으로 못 맞게.
네, 그게 사실 밴이고 후밴이고 물론 그게 유의미하죠.
네.
유효하죠. 그렇지만 원천적으로 폭이 넓으면.
Did they show map type yet? No, not yet. Just getting roster substitution. So it is Milgari back in.
다시 한번 교체가 되고 있습니다. 여러분 약간 플래시 포인트에 대한 기대감이 좀 늘어나는 것 같기도 한데요.
그렇죠. 사실 볼텍솔프 입장에서는
Thoughts on Kelsey's emote?
밀기를 하지 않는 이유가
네.
Good, good.
생각을 해서 그쪽으로 가지 않을까요?
그렇습니다. 자, 어쨌든 좀 탱커 밴
Truly a mighty addition to the Twitch platform.
볼텍스 울프인데 선택은 플래시 포인트.
That's Axiom.
가게 됩니다.
이렇게 되면 앞에서 레킹볼
Yeah, on Boston, right?
볼텍스 울프가 이미 쓰기도 했고 뭐 여기서 라마트라라던가
I feel like I'm going to butcher the saying. Like, Potaxium? That's for pun. You know as well, with all your emotes color hex, because it says color in front of them all, in my head, what I was just thinking, I was like, oh, it's a color version as opposed to a black and white version of the image. I was like, why has he got a black and white version as well as a color version? And then I realized it's just the name.
아니 딱 그 순간 제 머리
Oh, Genji ban? Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? He's a model now? On a dating show? No way. How's he gone from Boston Uprising to dating show? What's the career path there? Because he's unreal handsome? Just got the genetics for it. I mean, he is modeling that banana mighty well. A natural progression, really? Oh, okay. I should start thinking a little bit more about my future modeling career then.
팀의 싸움이 될 수
He hates it that he might.
올라오게 됩니다. 그리고 후아이 뭐
Why? Do you not think that made when he was sending his his headshots round to modeling agencies? Do you not think that photo made for cut?
뉴저크 시티로 떠나보겠습니다. 볼텍스 울프 화이트 하나 2, 3 볼텍스 울프 화이트
All right, Genji ban, Malka ban. Kickstart his career? I mean, I think you're right. I think if anything, he probably owes you some form of cut of those modeling salaries.
밀가루의 오 라인하르트 좀
Make sure you get yours.
만드는데
기용 가능성이 없지는 않다고 생각해요.
All right, okay. Wait, he's considering it. He's considering it. Vortex Wolf are going to go Diva Torb Sim, maybe expecting a hazard. But way are a step ahead here. You're expecting a hazard, but you're going to get a Reinhardt. The Korean casters celebrate. Are they ready for this one? Kalios matrixes both fire strikes. Turret going up, but quickly going down from Remy, and they are on the run right now. Kalios and Vortex Wolf, they're trying to keep space, but Milgari won't leave him behind. There's the wall, the pin is missed though. Still swinging on him. He's all over, but Milgari has to slow it down. Shields up, will finish the kills. Edison has a big flank and he's killed Maka, but Edison, wait, he's killed Lee Soo-min. Wait a second, Eddie. He's got a Lucio pocket as well, and all of a sudden, oh, they're going to back it up actually. It was a 2v3, and obviously one of those three was a Reinhardt as well, which can make it a little bit hard to hit your shots. Two trades from Edison, and Kalios, he has got Orisa. Kalios, of course, was on that Boston Uprising team that kept running Orisa into the London Spitfire. Maybe Way have unlocked something in Kalios. Was he paying attention all those times in scrims and matches where Smurf would ruin our year? It was a Bastion Orisa as well. I'm having some kind of flashback. Swing round onto the corner now, and the Riders having all sorts of problems. Milgari will get deleted. Oh, the flashbacks. Painful memories. And the retake is looking good for Vortex Wolf here. They'll clean up Lee Soo-min, and they will get the flip. Milgari will now go on to the hazard. And I can start to begin repressing those memories once again. Holding the choke now, Sakumi has the Kitsune Rush here. Wait, a little bit short on a lot of their ults. But Blizzard can obviously work as a little bit of a negates in that one. But wall is good, actually. Oh! The wall into wall. Poor Kalios. He just can't get out of that room. Hazard wall into May wall. No escape. Well-managed cooldowns there from Way. Getting the maximum value out of both walls. And Kalios will regret ever walking into that room. They're holding close now, Way as well, trying to make the touch hard. That pick onto Edison's to make it really difficult too. The wall onto Kalios forces him back. But the touch is the important thing here for Vortex Wolf. Wait, someone is behind. Wait, Kiryu has done it. He's flipping the point. Lee Soo-min's coming to battle for it right now, and Kiryu's going to play his life. He's triggered the overtime. Lee Soo-min is now trying to mark the touch. Can they get in? They can't get in. Kiryu's going to get taken down before getting the second touch here. And Way will get that first point off the back of that forward hold. Kalios is trying to cross. Wall comes out, but finds no real value here from Who Are You. They're still walking in. But Way just want to back it up to the point. They've got 4 ults ready to go. Downpour obviously a little bit slower. A's holding aggressively with this overclock actually. They're trying to mark the flank. The wall is good onto Remy. The Blizzard comes out. Who Are You? It was probably overkill in the end, honestly. It was such a good wall. Fully trapped. And the walls are causing all the problems for the walls are causing all the problems for Vortex Wolf. Easy for me to say. Kalios is still holding the choke despite a player down who he's going to wall himself back as Way will give a first flip. And they are in control, and they only use 1 ultimate for that as well. So while Vortex Wolf, they still have 5 ultimates. They're going to start it with the overclock into this Ray. They're trying to disengage it. Kalios out. Terra Surge to try and live here. Kalios. Suzu comes through as well, but he just can't live. The Ray damage is too much, and they kill through all of that. Kalios couldn't get out, and now Milgaro is hunting down the remaining players' wall. And a dive now onto Edison. We'll get that. No trades coming out of the way of Vortex Wolf either. They have a mighty ult back to retake with here, Vortex Wolf, as they go onto the Ramantra too. But Way, they keep holding forward, fighting aggressively. Got to be careful. Look at Milgaro. He's going to peek out. Wall timing initially onto the Sojourn. Forces him back. Milgaro will back it up to the choke now. Kitsune Rush available here for Vortex Wolf. They could just Molten Core to start the fight. Taking a bit of an angle. Downpour now to catch Vitorb. Catches Vitorb. Beat comes out to save him. Milgaru will just back it up right now. Lee Min still has his beat. And Wei, they've kind of scattered here right now. They're all a little bit separated. Might need that beat. Beat catches all 5 people as Wei regroup. And Aid with the overclock gets to Kitsune Rush Molten Core. It's not stopping Aid right now. He's actually slid to point, expecting someone to be touching, but nobody was touching, so they just cap it. And Vortex Wolf, they lose the ult trade, they'll lose Kalios late. And Wei are in full control right now. Who you will have the Blizzard for this next fight. Saw him just happy to throw it onto a single target once he got a good Maywall there. But we're on point E right now, and this is one of the more open points, so the wall chokes can be difficult to find. You see who are you actually playing on this left-hand side. Just taking this more of a flank angle right now. Dink onto Edison will slow him down a little bit. They nearly have the Ray to follow up this Blizzard if they need it as well. And now he's moved over. And this is one of the better wall chokes. Blizzard comes out, but it's not a good wall, actually. Not a full wall. They'll kite it out. They have actually lost. They still kill Remy, but they lose Aid for it. So they 1-for-1 trade on the flank. And Vortex Wolf, they can keep walking, but they have to be ready for the Ray turn. They bait out the wall. Now Disruptor shot to clear Milgaru. Maka nearly has the Ray though, so Wei, they can hold this position. They can even take this fight right now. Vortex Wolf, they have to be careful taking all this space. Here comes the Ray in response. They're trying to chase down Kalios right now. Eyes onto the Juno as well. He's on the backline. Sukume will go down. Milgaru will live, and they are stuffed back at this choke one more time. Milgaru tries to take Kuru out of the air. Can't do it, but they do secure the choke hold. Now Milgaru has the downpour for this next fight. It's the only ult Wei have though. Needs to find a high-value target. The Annihilation, the Overclock, these are the best targets Milgaru can find. But honestly, anything I can get the kill will do it. Disruptor Shot goes straight into it. Will be a slide away from Aid right now, but the Annihilation to chase him. Milgaru is used for downpour in the back. I don't know if he's found anything. It slowed him down, though, at least. And Kalios is just completely isolated on point. No one else from Vortex to get through the point. And now Milgaru can clean everything up. Didn't get a clear view of it, but I feel like it must have been the downpour at least stopping the rest of Vortex Wolf coming through that choke. And now, desperate touch situation. Who are you is trying to mark the flank. It's a ball swap. Kiru's actually got the first one, 10% away from beat as well. Maka's trying to finish off Kiru right now. Remy coming back on Tracer. Roll through from Kalios. One at a time. There we go. Lee Min catches for Lucio. Now it'll be no beat as well. Steady Eddie has come back with an overclock right now, but he needs to get something going. There's a hazard on his head. It's not where you want a hazard. And Wei looks set to finish this one off. A little boop. Boop and a beat. Kalios still gets the touch. Blizzard comes out. They've got ults to spare right now, Wei. And they will they will close out the series. They will beat Vortex Wolf. Alright. Alright.
근데 이제 각자의 그런 서브 무기가 한두씩 더 많이 생기다 보니까 이런 뱀픽이라든가
Game 3 is it's 99 Divine versus Crazy Raccoon next. So I feel like it might be another chance for Crazy Raccoon to be taking the piss, as they say. 99 Divine Believers. We got a little bit of faith. Alright, we'll update our table now. Oh, it seems like it's not come through on Wikipedia yet. Wow, they won too fast, did they, Anian? Are you guys still in warm-up? Did you get a thorough warm-up for your big game? We didn't even get a warm-up? Fuck, you're gonna have to go in cold. Shit. You'll be alright. If there's one thing that's always true when you play Crazy Raccoon, always pretty easy to win. Always pretty easy to win. I mean, think about it this way, Anian. Every other team, when they played Crazy Raccoon, they've gotten a warm-up, right? So it's possible all these teams are coming in too hot. So maybe going in cold is the key. You've got to try different things here against some of these top teams. So maybe coming in cold is the answer. Good luck, though. True. It's a cold theory. Exactly. Sometimes if something's not working, just change it and see if the alternative's better. Is stuff like Adderall forbidding in OWCS? Yeah, I think any sort of... I don't know the exact rules because there's obviously like I think it's really hard to enforce as well. So I don't know what the official rules of the rulebook is, but I think in general, yes. Why are you thinking of tweaking out and getting yourself into OWCS? Because I wouldn't recommend it. Moonban junk. I mean, always good for a dodgy ban is Crazy Raccoon.
대단한 거거든요.
부담이 될 수밖에 없는 타이밍이잖아요. 자원들도 막 추가적으로 투입받고 그런데 언제나 해내는 것 같아요.
그리고 거기에 여기서 페페 선수와 함께 포커싱 맞춰주는 장면도 너무 좋았죠.
그렇습니다. 그리고 이제 새로운 이제 무기 메이까지도 점점 더 폼이 오르고 있습니다.
아 오늘 벽 때문에 칼리오스 선수가 많이 고생했어요.
예, 뭐 벽이 두 개죠. 벽 뒤에 공간이 있어요. 여러 이야기들이 나오긴 했는데 뭐
Alright.
마다 너무
Ooh.
날카롭습니다.
Should we grab another drink? I'm only halfway through the water. That was over so quickly.
후아유 선수와의 인터뷰가 준비되고 있는데 뭐 준비된 대로 또 바로 확인을 해 보도록 하겠습니다. 참 이거 코리아 때부터
And then let's
PO 팀인지
let's lock in for this first one, right? I think we're gonna probably get a way interview afterwards as well. So you can do it through the channel points, Busy. Do it through the channel points. It should be just below your chat, a little icon with a coin, and then there should be an option to join in the prediction from that. Alright, I'm gonna grab another drink. I imagine we'll get a way interview, and then we can get ready for our last series of the day. It's only bloody 10 AM. We're flying through them today. Be right back.
PO 팀 받은 후아유 선수와의 인터뷰 준비되어 있다고 합니다. 바로 연결해 보겠습니다. 후아유 선수 안녕하세요.
아, 네, 안녕하세요.
네, 먼저 승리 축하드립니다. 웨이 입장에서는 좀 창단 후에 첫 번째 국제전을 치른 이번 아시아에서의 경기였는데 좀 치르신 소감이 어떠십니까?
저희는 예, 호감이랄 게 딱히 없긴 합니다. 근데 저희는 일단 연습한다는 마인드로 경기에 임하고 있고요. 네,
그러면은 이제 좀 어쨌든 큰 무대에서의 경기가 또 이뤄지고 있는 거잖아요. 혹시 웨이 팀에서 오늘 가장 긴장하고 좀 경기를 치른 선수가 있다면 누가 있을까요?
밀가루 선수가 아니지 않을까 싶네요. 아무래도 막내기도 하고.
네.
사실 근데 저희는 다 긴장은 안 한 것 같아요.
오늘은 좀 편안하게 경기를 준비했다.
네,
그럼 이제 그럴 수 있는 좀 비결에는 어떤 게 있을까요? 어떤 선수가 좀 중심이 돼서 이런 부분을 잡아줬을까요?
저희는 아무래도 연습 때부터 그거는 다 같이 전체적으로 연습을 하고 있다 보니까 코치랑 저가 이제 그래도 경험이 많다 보니까
경험이
역시
많다고
경험치가.
하니까.
네,
그렇죠.
그러면은 그 뉴정크 시티에서 밀가루 선수가 초반에 라인하르트를 들고 나왔잖아요. 그게
네.
초반에 좀 합의가 된 내용인가요?
아, 제가 먼저 이야기 꺼낸 거긴
오.
합니다.
내가 허하노라.
정이 많더라. 그렇죠. 그 후아유 선수가 허가하면은 바로 꺼내야죠. 그런데 이제 라인하트 좀 빠르게 바꿨어요. 좀 바꾸신 이유를 여쭤봐도 괜찮을까요?
아무래도 우리사 나오면 바꾸자고 이미 합의된 거긴 했습니다.
우리는 거기까지 봤다. 저 얼마나 몇 수 앞을 보시는 거예요?
몇 수 앞을 보다보다는 저희는 이제 흘러가는 대로
음,
하는 거다 보니까
네.
네,
흐름은 거스르는 것이 아니라 타는 것이다.
자, 그리고 이제 웨이의 국제전에 대해서 점점 더 많은 분들이 경기를 보시면 보실수록 좀 기대감을 가지시는 것 같은데, 자, 이제 아시아 일정도 좀 차근차근히 준비되고 있는 상황에서 웨이의 이번 아시아에서의 목표를 좀 여쭤봐도 괜찮을까요?
저희는 일단 항저우는 사실 뭐 최종 목표로 잡고 있긴 합니다만
네.
저희는 우선 강팀들을 한 번이라도 이겨보고 싶습니다.
그러면은 이게 다른 팀들이 그러니까 웨이 팀 같은 경우에 다른 팀들이 잘 소화하지 않는 그런 조합들을 좀 많이 썼잖아요. 뭐 시그마라든가 바스티온이라든가 이런 웨이만의 무기가 있잖아요. 그럼 만약에
네.
웨이가 플레이오프에 진출하게 된다면 그런 뭔가 무기 뭐 어떤 건지는 여쭤볼 수 없으니까
그러니까 비밀 병기가 있으시다면
비밀병기 혹시 준비하고 계신 거 있으실까요?
저희는 스크림 전날까지도 이게 전략 전술을 그때 그때마다 맞춰서 바꾸다 보니까 네 항상 준비는 하고 있습니다.
약간
아.
새벽장 보듯.
강팀들 긴장해라. 우리
예.
언제 뭐 나올지 모른다.
그러니까 마지막까지
우와.
조합을 좀
그런
준비하는
느낌인
웨이인
거죠, 네.
거네요. 그리고 이게 채팅창에서 좀 계속 올라오고
Who are you? Say
있는데
anything interesting?
일단 온라인으로 경기를 치르고 계시잖아요.
네.
온라인으로 경기를 치르실 때
Morning, Nuki. Oh, boost, 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 boost. He did. What did he say?
그때는 네 항상 하고 있어요.
언제나 하고 있다.
네, 게임 할 때만 합니다.
네. 자 그리고 이제 웨이의 다음 상대 이 퍼시픽 지역에서 굉장히 좀 좋은 활약으로 올라온 99 디바인인데 자이 팀
Had to be there. Oh, I missed it. He says, shout out to me, the best marble streamer. That's kind of him.
제가 예전에 퍼시픽을 한번 했었던 적이 있어요.
그렇죠.
그때 적으로 한번 본 적이 있었는데 이 퍼시픽 팀과의 경기를 할 때는 이
He can
핑을
play.
살짝 높게
Anyone can
두고
play.
하거든요.
네.
그거를 굉장히 활용을 잘하는 선수가 있어요. 그 팀에
오.
폴로렉스라고 그 선수가 그걸 제일 활용을 잘하는 것 같은데
네.
근데
뭐 약간의
이번에 많이
He's
다르지
still waiting for the invite. Well, he lives very far away, so it's got to travel quite far to get to him. That's why he's still waiting.
하기 전에 또 이제 점점 더 많은 팬분들께서 웨이에게 소위 입덕을 하면서 응원을 해주고 계신데 웨이를 응원하시는 분들께 한번
Did I hear my name?
인터뷰 마무리해 볼까 합니다.
Surely not. Maybe.
아,
Are you guys?
아,
You guys aren't playing them though,
잠깐,
no?
방금 소리가 잘 안 들렸어가지고.
다시 말씀드릴까요?
네,
네.
네네.
그러니까
끊겼어요.
코리아부터 점점 더 이제 웨이가
Delusions of grandeur, I think, Kelsey.
많은 팬분들께서 웨이 특유의 색깔 그리고 후아유 선수의 캐리력에 소위 입덕을 하면서 응원을 해주고 계세요. 응원해주시는 팬분들께 한마디 부탁드리겠습니다.
팬분들 항상 응원해 주셔서 감사하고
네.
이번에 저희 항저우 목표로
Wait, was he actually?
최선을 다해서 열심히 할 테니까 지켜봐 주셨으면 감사하겠습니다.
네, 지금까지 이번 경기 승리한 웨이의 후아유 선수와 인터뷰 나눠봤습니다. 인터뷰 감사드립니다. 승리 축하드립니다. 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
Oh, you got live translating your phone? I'll be quiet
게임을
then.
할 때는 언제나 게이밍 헤어를 하는 숙성형 겐지, 위스키형 겐지 후아유 선수와 인터뷰 나눠봤습니다. 이런 캐릭터가 그 게임 내적 외적으로 독특하다 보니까 많은 분들이 좋아하시는 것 같아요.
근데 후아유 선수 인터뷰 이거 많이 는 거예요.
그러니까요.
네.
코리아 때 많이 느꼈어요. 저.
정말 많이 는 거예요. 예, 카메라 마사지 좀 받으시더니
Interview
이제
over?
많이
Fuck.
받으시더니
해봐야 돼요.
이 사람이
As if I didn't serve it, run it down.
저도 보세요.
You were the X Factor, mate.
그 중계
You know, every team needs a wild card.
말도 제대로 못하더니 이젠 그래도
It's always important in any gang, any group of individuals to have a wild card. You're the wild card.
아직 갈 길이 멉니다 저희가.
네. 선배님 말씀 새겨 듣도록 하겠고요. 자 이제 오늘의 두 번째 경기까지 끝이 모두 났습니다. 이제 오늘의 마지막 경기.
Morning, Lady Lyora. I'm saying that right.
과연 크레이지 라쿤 상대로 어떤 경기를
Love being a wild card. I mean, it's the most enjoyable role. Every team needs their wild card, you know. Niang looked great yesterday, though. True. That's what you need. You need the rock and you need the wild card. Niang was actually like opening pick every fight, every overclock was like 2 to 3 kills. How have the games and stream been? Yeah. I mean, more of the same, right? We're watching a lot more Korean teams versus non-Korean teams, so the results have been as expected so far. We've got another Korean team versus a non-Korean team next, so what was Frogger? He's the heart, you know? He's the heart. You got the wild card, you got the rock, you got the heart. Romani is the heart? What's Frogger then? Is he the, what's he? We need another archetype. Is he the funny guy? 2 jokers? Yeah, but Frogger is the joker. Yeah. He's not the brains trust. There we go. The perfect team. Who's the villain? The villains are all the Korean teams trying to ruin their plans to get to LAN. You know, it's a classic case of it's a classic David v Goliath setup, you know? The problem with David and Goliath is what people always forget about the David and Goliath story is Goliath, you know, spoiler warning. Obviously, David actually eventually beats Goliath, right? But do you know what happened before David beat Goliath? Loads of people fucking lost. Loads of people lost to Goliath. You know, so we've not quite reached... We don't know who our David is yet. So we just need to get, you know, we're still in the pre-David point. Somebody needs to become David. And they will take down the Goliath. Pancakes and ice cream? Oh, God. Is that your breakfast? Living the dream. You were just about to finish it? Yeah, sorry for anyone who hadn't got to that part of the story yet. It's 5:30 a.m. Still some Americans hanging on. It is. It's like pancakes with 45% veggies, though. Tastes good. Can we not spoil? I'm only on book 3 of the Old Testament. I said spoiler warning. That was your warning. Got a David at work? Do I need to beat him up? No, if you've got a David at work, he can beat Goliath. Don't start a fight with that guy. What's the Oppo brothers? Now you tell me. Oh, it's like a Ben and Jerry style thing. Oh, strawberry cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake is the best ice cream flavor. There's no other answers are correct except for strawberry cheesecake. Hillel David says, should I get ready for a battle? Yeah. Be ready. Be ready. But honestly, precedent is in your favor. Just seen Nis Goliath at work. What am I looking at? What's this? Unmanned ground vehicles used by the German army as disposable demolition vehicles during World War II. What job? What job would put you in a situation where you encounter this at work? What is... Museum? Working at Wikipedia. I mean, it is an important job, yeah. I'm excited to find out what Deutsch's job is now. Hope he works at a museum. That would be a cool job. Thanks for the Christmas, guys. Don't be. Oh. He's unemployed. When's starting Saturday? Starting Saturday. Work with drugs mostly. The mystery gets deeper. So you mostly work with drugs, but today at work you encountered a World War II unmanned minesweeping vehicle. Maybe he works in customs? Oh, customs. Actually, that's a good shout. Honestly, my go-to was going to be some kind of drug dealer who has repurposed this World War II artifact to deliver drugs in a way where he can't get caught. But your one probably, yours maybe seems more likely, Arthur. Doctor? Yeah, but how does that explain the Goliath? He's bringing a Goliath mine on holiday, though. It is true. Is what he drives to work. Confirmed, allowed to use the bus lanes on it. Just sort of hunched up on the top. Little remote control. Briefcase under his arm. I feel like nobody actually takes a briefcase to work anymore. I feel like, honestly, I feel like it was a better time, no? A better time when people took briefcases to work. Shows a little bit, feels like it was a classier time, you know? You took a briefcase to school? Wait, there was a YouTube video. I added it to my watch later. Wait, I don't know if we can watch it or it'll just, like, get my copyright ruined. Hold on. What was it called? It was like, why don't people... I never got around to watching it. Yeah, this one. Why have people stopped wearing hats? Maybe I'll watch that later. This just popped up on my feed one day and I was like, yeah, why have people stopped wearing hats? So I added this to my watch later, but I've not got to it yet. But don't worry, guys. I will, I'll figure out why people have stopped wearing hats.
We are launching the all-new XL25.
It's an important mystery we need to get to the bottom of.
Uses the newly developed Fast TN panel and upgraded Diac 2 technology.
I once employed a guy who took a briefcase to work, but all he had in it was water and M&Ms. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess everything's digital now, but you can keep your laptop in a briefcase. As well as taking a briefcase to school, you wore a hat to school as well, Fargo. Where did you go to school? Did you go to school in, like, the 1930s?
오버워치 챔피언스 시리즈 아시아 스테이지와 2일차 함께하고 계십니다. 이제 오늘의 마지막 경기 99 디바인 그리고 크레이지 라쿤이 경기를 준비하는데요.
You don't wear a hat to... I don't have a dog to walk. Yeah, the only hat I ever wear is like a, I guess like a beanie when it's cold. It's a practical hat, never for style.
그래도 99 디바인 같은 경우에 워낙에 공격적이고 변수를 내주는 선수들이 많아요.
네.
R3K 선수라든가 스지 선수라든가 변수 싸움 물론
Oh, I
크레이지
should cut the VOD before I forget. Before I forget, I should cut the VOD.
보면 당연히 우위에 있겠죠. 그치만
I should get into hats more.
크레이지 라쿤 선수들을 상대로 얼만큼의
I guess you still get a lot of people who wear caps, right?
기대가 되고요.
그러니까 짚어주신 팀 플레이 스타일을 봤을 때는 좀 강대강으로 붙을 확률이 높은 양 팀의 경기가 될 텐데 어쨌든 크레이지 라쿤 입장에서도 마냥 좀 안심할 수는 없는 것이
Do you pretend to have hair when you have a beanie? No.
퍼시픽의 전체 경기를 치르면서
I did think sometimes when I wore a hat, I was like, does it make me look younger? Will I possibly get ID'd? If I get ID'd and I don't have my ID on me, if I take off my hat and show how bold I am, would that count as ID?
네.
I've had that thought process before.
봤을 때는 1990 바인이 위에 있죠.
그렇죠. 그리고 이제 로스터를 조금 이따가 확인하시게 되면은
I think it would work.
하는 분들 아마 많지 않을까 싶어요.
There's no universe.
앞서
I literally got ID'd last year.
라던가, R3K라던가
You did that once, didn't work.
선수 같은
Fuck.
경우에는 퍼시픽 지역에서 워낙 좀 여러 팀에서 오래 활동을 했던 선수들이고 또
I feel like the hat does not. I got ID'd last year, guys. Come on.
애니운 선수의 좀 합류로
What bar was it? It was where were we?
이야기들이 오고 갔습니다.
그래서 애니운 선수가
Where were
어떤
we?
모습을 보여줄 수 있을지. 그러니까 99 바인이 아시아에 와서 아직 경기를 치른 적이 없잖아요.
예.
그래서 생소하신
Maybe it was at the
이 팀은 과연 어떤
when we went to the after party in Stockholm. I definitely got ID'd, but I had my ID.
좋은 기회라고
I
생각하고요.
think there was another bar we went to. Maybe it was the end of last year.
사실 뭐 어제 경기를 봤을
No,
때
end of the year
크레이지라는
before.
걱정은
It was
좀
one. Maybe it was in
많이
America or
말씀을
something,
주시고
and it was like
모습을 보여줬습니다.
I think they ID'd me and I had my ID, and I think Chris was already in the bar, and then Chris said he got ID'd as well, but he just kind of went like, "Ah, come on, Bo," and they were like, "Really?" And they were like, "Yeah, in you go." So I probably could have got away with that as well.
디바인을 응원하시는 분들이 13.0%, 크레이지 라쿤을 응원하시는 분들이 87.3% 이렇게 비율이 형성되고 있습니다.
근데 이게 약간 아까부터 그런 이렇게 승부 예측이 퍼센테이지로 잡히잖아요.
네.
근데
Is my honeymoon? No, my honeymoon's going to be in Greece, not Turkey.
계속해서 반대로 거시는 분들이 그 고정층이 계신
Was it one of those moments where they ID to make you feel better because they have to ID your younger friends? Yeah, it's probably because I've turned up with a group of 20-year-olds. So, you know, they don't want to single me out.
뭐 이들이 의외의 결과를 낸다면은 정말 돌풍이겠죠.
이러다가 터지면 아우 그냥 다 쓸어 가시는 거예요.
그렇습니다. 자, 그런 만큼 좀 기대가 되는 오늘의 마지막 경기가 될 텐데 양팀 로스터부터 살펴보겠습니다.
Alright, let me upload the VOD from the previous one. Confirmation of the 99 Divine roster here.
거기에 지금 재신 선수가 한국 선수거든요.
그렇죠.
일단 선발 로스터에 나와 있네요.
Maybe some of the players you'll be most familiar with. Maybe Anian from her time on Nixel and some of her success in Calling All Heroes. Other than that, probably star players we're looking at here. Probably Soggy for the most part. Rek, I think, is a pretty good tank as well. Obviously, Crazy Raccoon. You guys will be familiar with these guys. They're pretty good. They're pretty good, if I'm keeping it a buck with you.
확실히 맵을 넓게 쓸 수 있는 준빈 선수가 먼저 올라오는 모습이고요.
네. 그리고 또 이제 어제 초롱 선수가 정말 좋은
Nixel. Do people not call him Nixel? What do you say? New York Excelsior? Who's got time for that in their day every time? Who's this lip guy? He's pretty good. Keep your eye on him. Might be a hot take on my part, might be calling it too early. But keep your eye on this lip guy. He's got he's going some places. NYXL? NYXL? Just say the letters. Oh, call them irrelevant. Oh, unbelievable that the NYXL are copying strays in this in 2025. Alright, also worth noting all of the players we're seeing today, no hats, no briefcases. So we should factor that in. Perfect minus Crazy Raccoon. You can't see that, but let me it says perfect minus Crazy Raccoon equals 0. So a bit of algebra to kick off the day.
오아시스는 뭐 윈스턴도 괜찮고 레킹볼도 괜찮고 러쉬도 괜찮고 다 괜찮죠. 심지어 둔피도 쏠쏠합니다.
그렇습니다. 또 이제 어제
Sammy's perfect. Wilder has solved it. Nice, Wilder.
정말 재밌는 장면들 많이
Passing grade for you.
쟁탈 정크렛 뭐 퀸은 그럴 수 있어요. 근데 정크렛
Lip seems like he would have a briefcase.
자신감이
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I'd agree.
자기애가 넘쳐야 가능한 픽이긴 하거든요.
그렇습니다. 자, 크레이지
All right, Crazy Raccoon.
여기 아니에요.
여기 아닌데.
We really need. If anyone has some time this morning, could somebody start to look into the cultural impact that Color Hex has had in this tournament? Because it's increasing every day.
디바이는 좀 어떤 밴드로 응수를 할지 루슈 밴을 해냅니다.
Lucio banner response from 99 Divine.
우리 천천히 길게 좀 딜러들끼리 느즈막히 한번 싸워볼까? 좀 이런 것도 보이고요.
그렇게 갔을 때의 자신감이 좀 나올 수 있을지는 지켜봐야 되겠습니다.
Good news, obviously, for 99 Divine is now the Junkrat pick is wide open for the rest of the series. Cowards? I mean, you've got them rattled.
그쵸, 어쨌거나
The entire nation of Korea is shaking in their boots right now.
찾아보기가 힘들다 보니까 좀 팬분들이 그리워하시는 경우가 많거든요. 근데
네.
드디어 오늘 한국 시간으로 국제 대회에서 오랜만에 선수로서 기대를 하고 계시는
All right,
팬분들이
was that Oasis as well? Oasis first map? Obviously, as we saw yesterday, Oasis a good map for Junkrat.
99 디바인 하나 둘 셋 99
99
디바인
파이팅!
파이팅!
크레이지 라쿤.
A bit of a fighting from the casters here.
크레이지 라쿤 화이팅! 네, 온라인 선천과 또 함께 시작을 하고 있고 일단 채팅창에서 99 디바인
Bit of a fighting, bit underwhelming with no crowd to join in, but I appreciate them still doing it. All right, Crazy Raccoon, I'm gonna start on ball. No surprises there. 8% of people believe in 99 Divine. 8%. Significantly more.
여기서 마오까?
Alright, so Ball, Sojin, Kiri, Juno,
벤트라가 뭘로 바꿀지 봐야겠네.
Echo coming out from Crazy Raccoon right now.
크레이지 라쿤은 준빈 선수가 재신
Jumpin is going all the way behind immediately, checking the Junkrat position. The Junkrat position is clear, so he will go back towards the high ground, slam on the choke. Bit of damage onto the Sojin, but not all that much. Now they're going to swing out after that ball timing here, get Zess in a little bit of space. Trying to keep the point contested as it's about to unlock. Dive onto the high ground is actually nowhere close from Soggy on that one. And Paley, she's going to find the opening pick. Dink now as well, and she's going to find a second pick. All of a sudden, Shu, just from this comfort position back of the map, just finding a couple of dinks. Zessin will find a trade. It's not going to be enough to turn the tides, though. And a pretty straightforward fight for Crazy Raccoon. Not all that much happened. I don't know, mate. Like, they're scouting your angle just in case, right? Just in case. Everyone knows you can't play that positioning unless you're on Junkrat, though, but... Korea a little bit behind. Farah swap now from Heesang. Looks like a retake coming through the inside. Recall has been forced early out of Soggy right now. You can see Shu on the left-hand side of our screen. He has got a big old angle, and 99 Divine need to be careful because they are a little bit surrounded right now. They're going to DP and clear Shu. First bit of danger gone. Now they have to run this gauntlet of rockets. They will be swinging out onto point. Heesang playing up on this high ground. Zessin going to challenge that. And this time, Paley gets revenge. Boop out, but Heesang's been forced away, actually. And 99 Divine, piece by piece, starting to clear a little bit of a Crazy Raccoon. And now can start forcing the objective a little bit. Zessin still battling away. They've lost Charong on the low ground, but Zessin's wrapped around and traded that kill. Jumping will keep it contested, but Crazy Raccoon, players down, will just concede the flip, it looks like, potentially. Jumper's going to come through for another one. Heesang on the low ground. Rail is expiring for Zessin, but they do get the flip. 99 Divine get a foothold back on point without having to burn any of their ultimates. Now they have the Kitsune rush. Jumping doesn't quite get the angle he wants. Pressure onto Anian. Oh, they've crushed the backline here. Cardiac overdrive not quite in time to save them. Slam comes through. Kitsune rush is on point though, so 2 players down, but trying to still battle their way out in this one here. 99 Divine. They're going to lose Paley. Rek now has... Is it Rek or R3K? Someone tell me. Rek, oh wait, the pulse bomb was suited. A classic Tracer pulse bomb. Doesn't matter where you go in the world, where your players are from. If they play Tracer, they will pulse bomb like that in a lost fight. R3K? Okay, thank you, chat. Just say the letters. Say the letters, say the numbers. I get it. John Pork. If you know, you know. 5 ultimates for Crazy Raccoon now. They only need one more fight to close out this first round. R3K he has for Cage, though. Cage can overwhelm a lot of this. Walking up, taking coming through the outside area now instead of through the inside. Means they can clean that entire side of the map. Overclock from Lip has invested lots of damage. Has to be an early Cage here, but R3K is going to die in the Cage. Suzu doesn't save him. Kitsune rush and they kill the Cage. And the ult. The ults just aren't enough in the end. Barrage to finish the job from Heesang. 5 ults for Crazy Raccoon. They can use everything to overpower that Cage. And really, 99 Divine, the hardest bit for that, they were forced to rush to point. Forced to rush to point to make sure they get the touch. That means R3K takes 1 billion damage coming in. Even when he cages, it's not enough to save him. First round, Crazy Raccoon. With a replay here on the coast battle. Nope. Okay. Alright, nice and straightforward so far. Where are we going next? University. So the hardest map for Ball, I reckon, this one. We've seen Torpsin from Crazy Raccoon before here, but we're actually just going to go back to Pharos Sojin. Junker Queen out from R3K. Onto the high ground. Needs to care of a boop. Didn't care of a boop. Zessin straight off the map there. Heesang will actually claim a final kill credit. A player down already and 99 Divine. They have to shout, but it's just a shout to get out. A shout out, if you will. Now they are forced all the way back. Another slam comes in as Lip searches for another pick. For 99 Divine. The rest of them are able to survive. Points only just unlocking. And actually, Soggy's in. He's fighting the Farah. Ambitious attempt there from Soggy, but he can't convert the kill. Now walking back in at R3K, he's found a pick onto Shu immediately. They've just got the flip now, Crazy Raccoon. They need to be careful walking forward, have to make sure they deal with this ball. If they can dip their toes onto point, R3K will start forcing. Knife comes through, doesn't connect. Zessin will go deal with a Farah, or attempt to at least disrupt a shot out. Can't find the rail and Lip is there. Follows Zessin up on that one. Anian was there with him, but they can't find the kill on Heesang. Lip is still low HP here as Soggy comes around, but they're losing people on point. Even though they have control of the point here now, 99 Divine, they are out of healers, they're out of tanks, they're out of everything. Soggy will be getting the final touch for final control percentage for him. Do technically have the lead right now in this round. But now the ult period of the game is coming up. Mines, Ray, Barrage. Maybe start with an early Mines, then even a Ray Barrage coming up mid-fight. They forced an early Suzu out here as well, Crazy Raccoon. Haley has had to use all of those cooldowns. Mines in at the choke. Zessin will slide backwards, but no, caught. A classic slam and rail there coming through from Jumbin. Now R3K, he's getting booped in. He's going to get taken down as well, and it's going to be a quick reset off the back of this Mines. Cruise control right now. Another Suzu forced early. It's exactly what you want to do if you're a ball player. If you can force this Suzu early before the team of 99 Divine really get on point, all of a sudden, all the ults for next dive from Crazy Raccoon will get so much value. But Soggy, he finds the pulse bomb onto Lip. No Suzu for that from Shu. They're trying to walk in. Shu is hit on the flank. Heesang has dropped the barrage. It's a Ray barrage. Looking for this as well. Concussive implosion pulls Anian back in. She's going to dodge the next rockets though. They've lost everyone else, and you can see, even though Anian actually doesn't even survive Shu with a late kill. Either way, completely separated from the team. Now a big ult advantage for 99 Divine though. Soggy on the Symmetra here actually. Rockets coming out. Again, they're making this rotation just so hard for him. Soggy is 1 HP. Soggy's actually going to get picked. They just get picked in spawn. They can trade Heesang back actually though. Oh, they lose Paley. And Jumbin just won't leave their spawn alone. They try and Ray, but Charong with a torpedo swing. And Jumbin won't let him out. Overclock from Zessin right now. Dives in. 1v2. They're both low, though. Zessin swinging around. Does find the connect. But Rampage comes through. Soggy looking to finish this kill. Lip is low. They do get it. They can give a touch. R3K needs a bit of help on point. There are mines there as well. Soggy! Oh! 10 HP. Just about okay. Has triggered the overtime. Desperately holding on. They're still dealing with this bloody ball behind. They Kitsune rush to help with the touch. They trigger overtime. Soggy's had the recall. Force another mine. Paley goes into the mines. How are these mines getting so much value? They're just on the touch. They have to keep bleeding in. They have to keep touching. And Jumbin's mines gets outrageous value there. Just mining the touch. Alright.
살려서 내가 밀치거나 파이 드라이버를 찍는다고 해도 나에게 가해지는 위해가 없다.
네.
그리고 그런 식으로 시간을 벌어줬을 때 뭐 슈, 초롱, 희상, 립선에서
Why do you think jump in don't use pack rat?
나오다 보니까
예.
I think actually, the Steamroller, I was talking, if you want to watch the full breakdown of it, I did a Pro Perks video with Infected where we talk about the different balls of the Wrecking, the different perks on the Wrecking Ball. And he was actually a big believer in the Steamroller as well. He thinks a lot of the time, the Rat Pack, even though it's nice to have that extra healing, is that actually, most of the time, when you're out of a fight and picking up these Megas anyway, the healing doesn't make the biggest difference. And actually, having that extra damage on tanks, especially when you're playing against, say, like a more like brawly comp or a ground-based comp, like the Junker Queen comp we just saw, that actually, or the Malga as well, being able to get this extra damage on tank actually provides like more of a consistent advantage here. So I think there's like a big argument, or a big trend maybe towards the Steamroller perk in a lot of these situations. Morning, 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 Cast Hub. Look what my team's doing between maps. Well, it's important to keep spirits high. Important to keep spirits high. Discord smash carts. No association. Who's winning vote? Who's winning votes this? And that's the important thing. Who's Sonic Sprint? R3K won last round? Okay. Keep us updated. There's 2 games in play. 2 games in play. Why was there only 3 tanks? I just tried to pick the heroes that I thought Infected's best heroes, so we'd have the most insight on. Plus also, you know, easier to get pros for shorter amount of time than it is for long times. Why are they playing this when they could be playing Dress to Impress? Don't know. Don't know. Need one for off tanks? You're right. There's more coming. I'm gonna have one for some more of the flex supports. I've not recorded it yet, powered by caffeine, but there is one lined up. I just need to find a time, but should be easy enough to find time next week because I think a lot of players are either going to be eliminated or they're going to be having like a bit of a break before they start their like full preparation for China for those who qualify. Can we Nova Pro? I don't know for off tank yet. I'm trying to get Landon for flex support though. The people spreading 99 Divine are gambling addicts, and us spreading Crazy Raccoon have 90k in savings account growing every year. Yeah, just incremental increase. Incremental increase. Kev for flex DPS, 0% chance. 0% chance. All in on 99 Divine? Why not? Kev doesn't like interviews. I tried to get Kev in the past. I can tell you, the last time I asked Kev for an interview, it was the most... Do I still have the DM somewhere? Where is he? Last time I requested it was, nah, sorry bro, ain't my fang. He actually said thing. I don't know why I added a fang there. That's not really how Kev's talked. Just spreading misinformation here. But yeah, not his thing. Will Uncoach be out? Yes, yep. Uncoach will be out sometime after this stream. The YouTube one is ready to go. The Spotify one I need to upload, but the Spotify upload is actually normally very quick. So probably within an hour of the stream ending, I'd be relatively confident on.
높일수록 레킹볼이 뭘 하지 못하게
네.
레킹볼이 빌드업을 쌓는 과정에서 결국 시간이 필요하긴 하거든요.
그렇죠.
그 시간을 오히려 무시하고 들어감으로써 준비를 굼뜨게 만드는 방법이 있고 그
Uncoachable in the morning? I mean, I don't know. We might be getting a 5-map banger here. Well, Uncoachable on Amazon Music? No. I know some people, a couple of people asked if it will be on like, what's Apple's platform called? Is this Apple Podcasts or something? A few people were asking about that. Can look into that. I imagine it's not too hard to just add an extra place to upload it. When is the next Uncoachable after this? Don't know. I think we're going to do the Q&A next week for all our Patreon subscribers and fans who want to ask us questions and listen to our answers to those questions. We'll record that next week. But I don't know about the next episode. I don't know if we're... Because we could do one afterwards to sort of summarize playoffs and then one to sort of preview the China LAN itself.
그리고 맥스가 교체되는 걸로 봤을 때 99 디바인이 어떤 맵을 선택했을지도 조금 궁금해집니다. 일단
Kevin Vestio feature on Coach Will Go Crazy. 3 words between them.
일 수도 있어요. 일 수도 있어. 그러니까 이게 99 디바인이 아직까지 아시아에서 매치가 없다 보니까 분명히 본인들이 자신 있는 전장 모드 선호하는 전장 이런 게 있을 텐데.
When is the Color Hex episode for Junkrat? Color Hex would actually be good for it, I think.
아직까지는 서로가 약간 탐색전.
I'm sure there's some old Overwatch League stuff in there as well.
보셔도 될 것 같아요.
그렇습니다. 자, 그 두 팀이 준비하는 벤과 매픽은 잠시 후에 좀 확인을 해 보도록 하겠습니다. 빠르게 준비.
Will be 8 teams I think will make China. I think it will be, if he had, like, right now, I'd probably just say Crazy Raccoon, Zeta. Crazy Raccoon, Zeta. SSG, Liquid, VP, TM. And then in China, in China once again +1. Maybe Team CC. Something like that. That would be my guess right now. But pulling for Chrissy. Pulling for Chrissy. Maybe Rock. Zis was saying Team CC looked pretty good, so I'd believe that. But not seen any of the Chinese teams playing since Pro Chaser, really, and some of the rosters are all different than this. Murphy is playing the big picture here. So yeah, we might do one just after that, or like after playoffs. Somebody asked if it was pre-recorded. We recorded on Monday, the episode that's coming out today, the Smash episode. So it would have been right after the EMEA and North American playoffs were done. So we try and catch up on everything we missed, at least some of the key stories, while also doing a bit of a prediction for this coming weekend, aka the games tomorrow and Sunday. How long is the episode? I don't know, actually. I can tell you, though. Like 2 hours something. 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 51 seconds. So if you guys have a spare 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 51 seconds, you could watch an Uncoachable. Alright, what am I looking at here? So, 99 Divine take us to King's Row. They ban Brig. And Crazy Raccoon are going to ban Farah in response here. They've maybe given him a bit of a slip here, actually, 99 Divine, if they're going to play this Zarya comp. Is Smash a believer in Slingshot Theory? Yeah, Smash wanted... He was hoping everyone in the call got to go to China. That's what I'm hoping for too. Yes, Archie, yes. Don't know about the spots for future majors, but I think the expectation from most people is that Esports World Cup will have more. And how on earth has Strong found an opening pick like this? All of a sudden, it's a 1-for-1 trade though. So 99 Divine, spawn advantage. We'll be able to swing through. They're all taking this side fight right now. The Anna and Kirishu and Chirong are on a bit of an adventure, but they're into the Widow line of sights. Torb is going to swing out as well, but Heesang can't find the connect. Soggy is trying to chase these kills, but another TP. How are Shu and Chorong still alive? Finally, they fall. Somebody kills Shu. Okay, they've killed Shu. Max has come to help out as well. Rock is going to go wide. R3K gets caught, though. The trades are good for Crazy Raccoon. They managed to hold on. Zessin still in spawn. No great opportunities. Might just swap onto a Sojourn or... Okay, an Ashe. Can work as well. So, very similar to the approach we saw Falcons take on this King's Row, where expect a lot of bubbles to go Soggy's way, give him opportunities to clean his backline, and maybe the Zarya can walk on the Sigma during all of that. But this time, Soggy, he's good for it. Bubble in, takes down Lip, dash out as well. Needs to avoid the rock. Suzu is good. Little bit of a body block from R3K, and now he has energy, and this is what you want. The Zarya can just start frying this Sigma. They're going to be pushed all the way out. Deflect comes through. Soggy will be okay, and the 99 Divine, they have space on point, but they've lost Soggy. They have to slow it down again. Oh, he was so close to Blade as well. Chorong is pushing for more as well. He's juked out for sleep. Anian, defensive nade. Bubble comes through as well. Shield to help Chorong out of that one. Will be forced back. And Crazy Raccoon continue the hold for now, but now they're staring down the barrel of a Nano Blade. Difficult one to deal with. Crazy Raccoon. Options. Defensive Nano. Defensive Flux. Try and catch the Genji in it. Not straightforward counters. Now the Nano Blade comes in. All over the Sigma. Actually, Max's DPs. He's caught him in a tunnel. No chance for a counter Nano. Soggy gets one for the 2-ult investment there, but they did actually Nano Heesang in response. Heesang's going to swing this Ashe, but can't find anything. Tank advantage, so 99 Divine, they can start forcing point. They need to get Chorong out of here. TP doesn't really go... Suzu doesn't really get too much value for him, and Heesang's found a trade through Hotel. 99 Divine, I feel like they've missed their opportunity. Max is going to be back soon. Soggy's going to keep going deep. Works through one, goes for another. Molten Core to try and deal with it. Flux as well to catch R3K. They found the kill, but the trades are good for Grav. No, R3K, no! Oh, no! Disaster, Grav. They went so deep for that one. The trades are good again from Crazy Raccoon, and the ults have gone wide. Mauga swap now from R3K. Max is holding close right now. Lip has the Bob if they want to play aggressively at this choke. Zessin doesn't quite have one to match it right now. 45 seconds left, and Chorong is he's just everywhere right now. He's fighting anyone. Anyone and everyone. Chorong will TP back out to his team now. But you can be rest assured, he will be looking for another flank, another opportunity to take a duel very soon. Playing this left-hand side angle right now. Looking to try and catch this Genji, and Soggy gets squashed between the turret and Heesang. Bit of damage from Chorong, and Chorong is on the flank again. Anian, look behind you! Oh, the sleep is good, actually! They can trade it! Zessin with the assassination, Anian with the important sleep. And now 99 Divine, they have an opening. Bob towards point now to start forcing the objective. Counter Bob comes out from Lip. Will be limited there, the Bob's push there by the stop from R3K, but he's taken a nade. He's still killed for Bob, though. They're walking in. Soggy's good for 2 on the back. They force Lip to DP, and Soggy's going to get another. They will be capping first point. First ticket going through. Okay, and 99 Divine, they give themselves a chance here. Crazy Raccoon will get themselves for forward respawns, but they're just going to use it to hold for choke. TP has been forced out, and Suzu from Chorong. Doesn't have the Kitsune that's ready to go, so Paley with a chance for that one. It's going to be 2 nanos, but there is a Nano Blade available for 99 Divine. Last time he just targeted Max with this one. Chorong going for the flank again. The Ashe is right there. Zessin's half HP. If Chorong can find the finish, he can. An unsupported flank there from Zessin, a gamble, and it doesn't pay off, and Chorong is on the flank. Has the angle, they know he's there. Nano Blade in the front, though, they're ignoring the Kiriko. No Suzu for this as well. Lip, trigger discipline, the Flux comes through. Lip will be saved. No kills for Soggy, but they have got kills in other areas. Still decent enough trades. R3K is going to stomp back towards his team. Force them all out. Max is going to try and hold for point here. He is nanoed. Rock now comes through, sleep through. All the CC thrown into R3K, but Kitsune Rush keeps themselves alive. And now Shu is trapped far forward. They try to turn it, Crazy Raccoon, but no good. Now coming through. chasing the kills onto Lip, and the payload's moving this entire time. Late kills are good for 99 Divine. And now Africa, he has this cage for this next fight. Should be said, Crazy Raccoon, they've got the Molten Core, and he's got it again. Flank vote from Anian. Cage comes through. They need to pocket R3K for all of this. The Kitsune rush for Molten Core. Such good ults to fight in Cage. R3K, he cancels the Cage. He gets Suzu'd out. R3K just about getting away with that one. The ult trade is good. 1 ult for 2. Now he's going to try and get the stomp in, try and catch Max. It's going to get Suzu'd as well, but Max has to D-peek. Oh, they still lose Lesson. It's bloody Chorong every time. Just when it looks like it's going well for 99 Divine, they get a good ult trade. Chorong is always good for a pick. R3K is on point right now, but he's probably going to be a late death situation here because he's just stuck in. Tries. Here's the stomp onto Heesang. Shield there to help him out. And R3K will get cleaned up. Now Max has Flux for his final fight. Zessin nearly has the Bob. Anian nearly has the Blade. We're going to try and make the walk up quite difficult. Bob there as well. All good ults for fighting on the point. This touch is going to be very difficult. Zessin is going to get forced away on the flank as well. We'll just drop to main with their team. Rockers come out. They need to start walking. 7 seconds left. Bob there. Nano comes through. Bob comes out. Zoggy's going to try and make for play. Think he's triggered the overtime. The Flux now to finish it comes through. Everything's... Oh, it's just a Flux 9. Oh, they just got 2 kills as well. Oh, the fight was winnable. Even if they lose Soggy there, they got 2 other kills. Just like that. Let's see if we can get a replay of that C9. So yeah, I think Soggy didn't get the touch. He went too early. Or he just didn't go far enough. One of the other. Same result either way. Let's see if we get a replay of that one there. But that's a shame because they got the kills in main. The Ramatra swap, really reasonable from R3K. But I mean, part of the problem was just Chorong, right? Every fight, a big pick. Every fight where it looked like it might be going 99 Divine's way, or they got themselves a reasonable ult situation, Chorong just found them these picks. Now 99 Divine, they are hoping for Divine Inspiration from the original Junkrat. Soggy gonna try and do his best Color Hex impression. No. Wait. Venture. 15 seconds left. Soggy's still trying to make up his mind. Yeah, out of spawn now on the Venture. And they're looking pretty good for it. Looks like it's going to be Zarya potentially from Crazy Raccoon. Might just be a bubble out of spawn for the peak. But no, Max is walking, so Crazy Raccoon are sticking this. It's going to be a Lifeweaver Illari. Unorthodox here. In theory, should be some nice matchups for Soggy to get onto this backline. Don't have a lot of space on second here, so they need substantial time off the clock here. Chorong's going to take the Petal onto the high ground right now. Turret and Healing Pylon have been taken down by 99 Divine. Back on the high ground, Zessin, but it's a dangerous route to the high ground in front of everyone. An easy kill for Heesang. And now they are already on the back foot. They're closing in from all angles here. Paley has to TP away. They are trapped in the hotel, but it's not going to be a nice day. And Max will just clean everyone up. And that opening pick made it all too easy for him. High energy for Max. And that's going to be a very quick first point. And now we're going to have to see an almighty hold on second for 99 Divine to have a chance. Lake. Oh, they actually catch Zessin in spawn as well. He's just really far forward. They've caught Soggy as well. Bad news for 99 Divine. This is going to be a lot of free cart push for Crazy Raccoon. They'll regroup. R3K, they can't afford to lose him late as well. Slow actually onto Max. Suzu doesn't go where he... Oh! He gets caught. It's a trade, though. It's a good trade. Happy to take Max down, take all his energy and a bit of hubris right now. He's trying to hammer him to death. No! Shu will get the kill. Lip. What is this Torb doing? Gets the late trade onto R3K, and it's going to be a one-fight situation here for 99 Divine. Cart moving up. Crazy Raccoon have got Max back, and they are holding close. Lip on the angle, as Soggy will take some of the high ground for 99 Divine. Captive Sun available for Shu. Molten Core to try and counter out the Kitsune rush from Paley as well here, Crazy Raccoon. And they nearly have the tree for what it's worth. Trying to play the flank angle here as Shu has the captive Sun. Kitsune Rush push coming through, and Lip's going to back it up. Defensive bubble. Copy comes through from Heesang on point as well. The rest of 99 Divine back it up. Support ult still available here for Crazy Raccoon. The tree has been committed. Anian still has the beambow. Anian on the... dropping that beam right now. Shu has his Captive Sun, being awfully patient with it, getting hunted down by the Venture. Captive Sun to try and hide, but catches the Dynamite. It doesn't land, and now Shu low HP, but the Pilot's keeping him topped up. They've traded 1-for-1 on point. Shu has a big old flank, wins the duel with Zessin as well, and now Shu gets this angle. He's going to take over. Nowhere for Paley to go. Shu with the flank right now. They're desperate for kills. Soggy gets one of the high ground, but Grav comes out onto Soggy though. R3K is trying to anchor point, but he is outmanned, outgunned. Shu wins the duel on the flank, and then the entire map is his. And they will clean it up. Disappointed from 99 Divine. It feels like sometimes they are getting themselves into more winnable situations. But you look maybe especially at the attack, for C9, for Grav. Missed opportunities here. And then it's the flanks where they're really winning it right. Charong for most of that King's Row. Shu right at the end in that final fight. Slingshot Theory. Reverse sweep time. Let me grab some more water then. So I'm ready for all of this reverse sweep. Be right back. Oh.
가장 재밌는 스타일의 조합을 잘 활용을 해주면서 이렇게 왕의 길을 가져갔습니다. 99 디바인 입장에서는 스기 선수의 개인기량을 통해서 보여줬던 폭발력에 좀 기대를 가졌을 법한데 좀 아쉽게 됐습니다. 자, 이렇게 매치 포인트가 만들어졌습니다. 과연 세 번째 세트 어떤 팀의 손에 넘어가게 될지 저희는 잠시 쉬었다가 확인해 보겠습니다.
Back just in time.
참 크레이지 라쿤 볼 때마다 선수들의 개개인 기량이 대단하다라는 생각이 드네요. 자일리톨 조합, 또 색다른 조합을
And his game's just total skill gaps. As a coach, what can you even do?
굴리는 것도 실력이에요. 근데.
I think when you're in these situations,
어려워요, 여러분들.
like a 99 Divine situation, or the same we saw Vortex Wolf and Parrawin earlier, it's kind of give it your best effort. It's actually quite low pressure games because you're such sort of big underdogs. There's actually not a lot of pressure on, so you can kind of just play. They might play something weird, they might play something a little bit wacky, like we kind of saw with a Lifeweaver and Lari. But just take it for what it is, you know? I think in reality, these games, like when we had to play like when we played games in London, same on British Hurricane, it's always easier to play from a position of underdog than it is overdog. Yeah, nothing to lose, right? Like, you know, does anyone really think... We saw Varel and Vortex Wolf play earlier today, and they both lost by pretty sizable margins. Does anyone really think less of them? Or is there any negative sentiment towards them? It's just like, well, this is what everyone expected to happen, really, you know? So you just kind of play the game. Enjoy it as much as possible, you know? Still nice, isn't it? Still nice to, still nice just to get to play against some of the best players in the world. Like a fun experience. What's overdog? Just the opposite of underdog. I don't know what the real word term for it is, so I call it overdog. Do other games have a region that is dominant? Yeah. Favorite? Yeah, favorite's probably a better word for it. Do other games? Yeah, I think League of Legends has a pretty similar setup, basically, where a lot of the North American and European teams, when they go over, they kind of just get smashed. With CS, it's actually Europe that is the dominant region. So, yeah, every game has this. There's just, there's a little bit... There'll be a little bit of what games are popular, right? LoL doesn't have a team as dominant as Crazy Raccoon, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I think it changes, but the region strength is still there. Who's the dominant region in TF2? It was actually neck and neck between EMEA and North America. It would change year to year. So that's why TF2 was so good. You know who was bad at TF2 though? You know who would... We never got a chance to play him, but you know who wasn't as good? The Koreans. If we bring back TF2, we can beat the Koreans. Still sad we never got the twins to land. Yeah, it would have been cool, didn't it? We had like the Australians. Had the Australians. I think it was just the Australians was like the furthest one we got away, but it was like Australia, EMEA. I guess it was mainly just Europe, really, and it wasn't really much of an MA. And yeah, North America. What map is this? New Junk City. TFT mentioned 2025. Yes, Samhan. It's honestly probably a TFT mention every stream. But there we go. Alright, so ban-wise, we're looking at a Torb and a Malgaban here. So feels like R3K gonna play a Ramatra here. Oh, boost for stream. I think for Ram looks really fine. Actually, out of it, if they get in this matchup that we're looking at now, where Max might play Zarya, they're probably quite happy with that. Ramatra matches up very nicely into the Zarya, but Max is going to play Wrecking Ball. No way, Max. Who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? Max now. Trying to prove... What if Max was the best ball on Crazy Raccoon all along? Let's wait and see. He's been watching Jumpin for, what, 3 years now? Maybe he's learnt a thing or two. Heesang's going to get the opening pick here. Lip is also on Soldier as well, so it's a wacky, flanky comp from Crazy Raccoon where we're hitting 99 Divine from all sides. And they're going to get a very first fight off the back of that. R3K is going to help a late death here as well. Full beam from Heesang. So deadly in these situations.
이 킬을 만들어내면서 이렇게 포인트 먼저
Pinned back at spawn and Crazy Raccoon. They want to hold close. Oh, boost again. What's happening? Hold on, internet. Hold on.
같은 경우에는
Just one more map. We can do it.
사실상 구도는 거의 비슷하죠.
그렇죠.
거기에 순간 이동기
Holding close. Max is rolling through spawn. Gonna go for a slam in front of everyone. TP now. Doesn't need it. Heesang just harassing with that TP. Still holding close. Oh, Soggy, where are we going? Oh, the chase is on. Max hunting him down. No escape for Soggy, I don't think here. Max should be able to finish that kill. Wait, Soggy's underground again. Venture so hard to dislodge. We will eventually go down to Max. It's a Junker Queen swap from R3K as well. But they are thoroughly pinned in spawn right now. Ults coming up already for Crazy Raccoon. Anian will have a Kitsune Rush to match one of these ults. Oh, but actually they've caught Shu a step too far. And now 99 Divine, they're trying to flood through. Zessin's a little bit split. Here's a beat push onto Zessin. All sorts of trouble. No escape. No escape for Paley. No escape for Zessin. Ooh, maybe escape for Paley, actually. Okay, no escape for Zessin for sure. Simwall now on point. We'll clean up that venture. Anian is touching right now, as is R3K. They need to stay on the point. Slam comes through. Beams from both sides. R3K actually finds the trade onto Max. Can they get another touch out of it? No, Paley just going to take a step back. First point to Crazy Raccoon.
이거는 그러니까 크레이지 라쿤이 완전 별동대 조합을 하겠다는 거예요.
Alright, 2 ults invested into that one there for Crazy Raccoon. So there is a slight ult advantage. Soggy will be going on to the Pharah.
솔저 뛰어다니면서 돌고 레킹볼을
Move over to point D here for Will's Workshop.
포킹하고 루시오 키리코
TP will be cleared by 99 Divine. They'll start trying for their walk-up. Mine's available from Max. He is at the choke. Kitsune Rush comes through. Max is going to try and go, but Paley marks that actually, and they run over Heesang with the Kitsune Rush. Max hasn't had a chance to use these mines yet. They've got a pick, and Crazy Raccoon are going to have to concede a lot of space right now. Mines will come through at the choke. Lucio is behind. Chorong wants to boot someone into the mines, but he's going to get punished for that attempt. Now another opening pick. Lip has found a trade. He's half HP on the high ground though. Biotic Field will go down. Zessin takes that one with the overclock. And 99 Divine, they might just have this. Anian's in a lot of trouble. Anian will fall actually. He sank back on the Sombra now on the flank. Zessin's going to have to drop it. Oh, Paley. They just couldn't. They couldn't stabilize. They couldn't regroup. TP in from Heesang is an easy kill for Zessin in the end, but he's low HP. No supports. It's R3K. R3K and Soggy versus everyone. Barra comes in. Shu's going to get caught, actually. It's a 2v2 situation, but Soggy, again, no support, so they are low. R3K continues to anchor point. They have control. Rampage comes through, doesn't catch anything. Visor from the high ground. Anything for Lip to shoot. Paley has died, but R3K, the anchor, the heart, he's on point. He will get taken down. And they will eventually concede it, but 46% there before Crazy Raccoon can get the flip. Now back at the choke, Soggy onto the Genji. They have beat ready to go, as does Chorong. Nearly a second mind for Max as well. Chorong, look at Chorong. He's on the flank. He is a DPS character when they play in this ball comp. But beat push is going to be exchanged right now. Zessin didn't get it though. Zessin in big trouble. Chorong turning his attention towards Lucio. Takes that one. Mega was hacked up there. Now they're chasing for more kills. Hunt onto this Genji. Chorong happy to take the fight. Soggy getting forced back. They've lost Shu, actually. So the trade might help a little bit with a retake. R3K is trying to force point. Mines will actually come out there. R3K still battling away, trying to fight the high ground, the low ground, everything at the same time. Goes towards that mini, avoids the boop off the match. Map, sorry. Hacks towards the mini, though. Max is actually having a bit of trouble confirming this kill, but here comes Heesang to help him out. Now Lucio in his sights. 99 Divine still flooding back in here, actually. And oh, Heesang's low, but we have to reload. Just managed to get the kill. Zessin will clean up, and actually they'll get the flip just in the nick of time, 99 Divine. Shu is still deep behind on the flank, and it is turned into an absolute scrap here. EMP available for Heesang. Anian has the Kitsune Rush for point. Also, really important, can get that Suzu off against the EMP. Lip on the flank here with Soldier. Harassment behind from Soggy. Heesang's going in. He's cloaked up, looking for it. Kitsune Rush push has come through. They've run over Lip. EMP comes. They will one-shot Paley. But it's just a solo EMP. 99 Divine. They're coming back to point right now. Hack onto Soggy. Recall will be forced. Slam now onto R3K, but Zessin is good for another one. Dealing with these Chorong flanks. Now the overclock from Zessin. Finishing the job. They're going to take a point right now. Huge advantage for 99 Divine. Max is low HP. He's stuck behind. He's trying to roll out. He's trying to play his life, but Soggy's all over him. And 99 Divine, they've taken a point. Right back in this. 1 1.
사력도 있고
네.
펄스 변수도 볼 수도 있고.
Now moving over to the next point. Zessin has full rail.
소리만 들리면은 R3K가 바로 그냥
Oh, deflect though. Oh, the deflect takes down Zessin. Now they're coming back through. Kitsune rush advantage here for Shu. Pulse bomb goes out. Oh, Chirong is low. Misses the melee, but Anian will finish the job. Now pushing onto this backline. They still have a flank. Rampage comes through. Catches everyone. Everyone except for Max's Suzu. But Max has got enough HP. He will live that as well. So Rampage doesn't find its value. 99 Divine are going to wait out in this Kitsune rush. Then try to re-push again. Shu holding close up a choke here with Heesang. Rex going to walk onto him. Sorry, R3K. Shu is going to win that one? Grow up. How is he... How has R3K just been deleted like that? Shu is good for 2. Shu is good for 3. And Crazy Raccoon cleaning up this point. Zessin with a late trade, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Zessin playing his life right now. Max trying to harass early. Knife back in though. Max is 1 HP. Max gets caught. Ah, he's not jumping, is he? He's not jumping. A poor imitation. Now with a tank advantage, they're going to flood into point. Shu has all of these cooldowns forced, and the point is cleared for Flip. Should be going 99 Divine's way. Chirong is harassing again. Keen to go on these flanks, but has to be careful. R3K has found pretty consistent value. Knife onto Heesang here, puts him in a bit of a pickle. Now the beat push from Paley. They want to keep going. Beat will be matched by Chirong here. They do get it off, but they are all over Shu. TP has been forced out. 99 Divine looking for these kills. Mines on point. Trying to play for the flip. They can keep it contested for a little bit right now, but Soggy has been forced off, booped away. Zessin plays for Trench actually, so Anian thinks winnable right now. They're playing for it. Zessin's getting full pocket, trying to search for more kills. Runs into the Sombra, boots in there, and Chirong will finish for kill. For Ball and Lucio, so hard to deal with in these chaotic mid-fights. Now they are all over Anian. Suzu has been used, TP has been used, trying to stabilize. R3K playing bodyguard. Can't protect her though. And they are getting these clean-up kills. Crazy Raccoon have control of a point as well, so they have to be careful here. They still get a recontest 99 Divine. Chase now onto them. They're going all the way into spawn. Zessin is slammed up in the sky. Still looking for more. They catch Zessin. Shu looking for the final blow. Chirong and Heesang will finish the job. Lip has made a swap onto Sombra during all of this. Touch is going to be very difficult. R3K walking up. Chance for an early hit. Look at Heesang's position. Right-hand side from 99 Divine's perspective as we walk in. Soggy is going for the touch. Has the pulse bomb as well. Going for it. Does trigger the overtime. Blade comes through right now. R3K with a rampage. Catches Heesang. Catches a few. Zessin's found the kill onto Chirong as well. Wait a second. 99 Divine not done with this series yet. And 99 Divine with another retake. And all of a sudden, they don't have a lot left in the tank here, 99 Divine, but they've got the pulse bomb. Many ults coming up for Crazy Raccoon. Double support ult. EMP as well from Lip. Been a while since we've seen a Lip EMP. He's going to get his translocator force though. Lip is out in trouble. He's got so much trouble. Pulse bomb is wide. Lip still getting full pocket. Cloaked up. They don't find the kill. Paley has died on point, and Crazy Raccoon, they've got the space on point. They've used the Kitsune Rush to finish the job. And they will take control back right now. There was a chance there. Thought Soggy was able to catch Lip, and then who knows what happens. Can't make it work. And Crazy Raccoon actually keep it fairly light as well. Only the Kitsune Rush for that retake, and they get to roll these 3 ultimates over to the next point. Soggy will be taking the Sombra Mirror, or just to get out of spawn faster. Yeah, just spawn faster. Soggy, back on the Tracer. No ult still for 99 Divine. And Crazy Raccoon ready to go early again. R3K's trying to take a bit of space, but look at Max. Catches Zessin in this corridor. Zessin trying to battle away. Suzu is forced out. Max is down to 200 odd HP, so we'll have to back it out for a second. Not ready for this EMP here, but Paley has been separated. Caught out trying to mark for flank. Player advantage for Crazy Raccoon. Flooded back in. Dash now onto Anian. Hack comes through as well. Heesang finishes the job. Now playing their live for rest of Crazy Raccoon. Collapsing on Heesang. They lose Heesang, but everyone is there from Crazy Raccoon to trade these kills out. R3K is good for 2 actually. Soggy has been lost, and Lip will start capturing the point. R3K is stabilized. Paley back from spawn. They have beat soon as well. R3K wants to battle it. Loads of mines in that small room. And R3K is thoroughly separated right now. Hacked, slammed. Needs to be careful of the mines behind. Suzu is there. Anian gets caught by the mines. Kitsune Rush coming back. Beat to save R3K. They're trying to scrap this one out. EMP over the top. They're desperate to kill R3K. They will eventually. Soggy finds one trade. But Soggy needs so much more. Crazy Raccoon have had control of a point this entire time as well. And now the chase onto Soggy. Shu finishes the job. 99 Divine. One more shot at this retake to keep this map and this series alive. Chirong has the beat. Anian has the Kitsune Rush. R3K has for Rampage. Beat could be the perfect answer to that Rampage.
네.
But we've seen Crazy Raccoon be aggressive time and time again. They're walking up, trying to clear space. Max rolling through, dashing out onto Annie and trying to put her under pressure. Kitsune Rush will come out right now. They're playing on it. Chiron hits the beat. The blade comes through. Paley is straight into that one. R3K with a Rampage. Three-person Rampage, but Shu is able to cleanse himself. Now coming back. Soggy's found the trade. Zessen's overclock has been smothered. Pulse bomb from Soggy needs to be huge right now. Looking for the opportunity. It's just on the floor, though. Oh, this guy hates the floor. Now coming through. Still trying to force the kills through. Slash from R3K doesn't find anything, but the knife is good. Actually pulls Lip in. Lip is 1 HP. Soggy desperate, doesn't quite have the blinks to finish it right now. They're all so low. Lip is 1 HP. Shu has another Suzu. He's so low. Shu gets the Kitsune Rush off and TP's out. He has the shuffling perk, so he's got 2 TPs. Now he's going to get back on point. Shu has given him all the juke, but Chirong has been taken down during all of this. R3K battling on. Will be low, will be focused down. No ults coming up for 499 Divide. They slide on. Zessen catches a mine on this one. He sank all over to finish the kill. Anian is there. Anian gets the trade. Anian TP's onto point, but it's not in time.
이렇게 크레이지 라쿤 세계 세트
Oh, a mighty effort.
3대 0으로 경기 가져갑니다.
이게 확실히 좀
A mighty effort. They absolutely scrapped it out. They made Crazy Raccoon work for it.
활용을 잘하는 것 같아요. 뭐 앞에서 자일리톨 조합이다.
네.
뭐 맥스 선수
The Crazy Raccoon. They'll get themselves over the line there, the 3-0.
적이 없던 조합이기도 하고 하지만
Check the graph. Fight 1 is trending up.
실제로 제가 선수 시절 때도 그런
Thanks, Lyora. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
높으니까
네.
우리의 전략을 최대한 숨기자.
I'll just keep grinding until then.
사실 그런
Honestly,
상황으로도
I know there's all these like mitigation. Wasn't Max on ball? Isn't ball bad on New Junk City? But a spirited fight back, and I think they can be kind of happy with their 99 Divine.
활용이 되었던 이 모습도 확인할 수 있었어요.
You know, as much as it's still one of the top teams.
아직 그
Surely we lock in next point. I mean, you were close, sis. Close.
드레바 위치라.
Very satisfied. Yeah, I think respectable, Anian. That's what, when you come in as the massive underdogs,
보고 들은 게
just a respectful one.
잘하는데 이제 레킹볼이 워낙에 숙련도가
Fully stuffed.
네, 그리고 이번
Alright, Chirong player of the match.
사실 뭐 왕의 길에서의
I mean, honestly, Anian, even on like the King's Row,
왔다고 해도 무방할 정도로
maybe you don't see 9 that last fight. You had 2 picks, right?
좋았습니다.
Like, really could have been a slightly different map there as well.
부분은
Now you got to lock in for the big one, right?
있다고 봐도 무방할
Which side of group are you on? It's the, where am I looking? The Vortex Wolf. Oh, the final game of the weekend.
긴급 소방
Or of the Asia tournament at least. That's the big one there. Need to keep Pacific. Get Pacific above Japan.
타이밍도 타이밍이지만 인선을 쓰는 것 자체도 되게 중요하거든요. 근데 확실히 밸류가 잘 사는 궤도강 선수가 계속해서 잘 깔아.
Yeah, I think Chirong player of the match probably feels thoroughly deserved, right?
그냥 아실 것 같아요.
Yeah, this King's Row was actually brutal from Chirong.
거기에 여기서도 중간에 케어 한번 넣고 다시 한번 화력으로 마무리 시켜.
Actually just good for it, isn't he?
또 이제 뭐 루시오 들었을 때도 집요하게 팔리는 해주면서 승리를 가져가는 모습도 확인할 수 있었습니다.
Honestly, even on the Lucio, we see Chirong playing a sort of unique style with ball as well. Now we don't see a lot of other Lucios do, where he basically just follows jumping around and is an additional dive character.
네,
We'll give a Chirong interview as well.
그리고 승리 축하드립니다.
Hopefully we'll find out what Chirong thinks of Color Hex in this one as well.
상대팀이 퍼시픽 1위 시드라 좀 긴장을 했는데
네.
쉽게 이긴 것 같아서 기분이 좋습니다.
자, 초롱 선수 꽤나 왕의 길에서 정말 맹활약을 보여줬는데 사실 풀어나가는 과정에서 좀 매서운 장면들을 많이 보여줬던 99 디바인이었잖아요. 그런 장면들에서 혹시 크레이지 라쿤 좀 어떤 이야기들이 오고 간지 여쭤봐도 괜찮을까요?
제가 이제 내가 캐리할게 가만히 있어봐 이런 말들이 왔다 갔다 했습니다.
그리고 이제 실제로 캐리 해는 건 초롱 선수였죠.
99 Divine's chances versus Wei.
그렇죠.
Closer. Closer, right?
사실 모든 분들이 궁금해하실 거예요.
네.
Could they get to the map? The map feels like the first milestone to
맥스
to
선수가
broach.
아무래도 저희 연습 때 레킹볼을 좀 많이
You think they'd get a map? I don't know. I would still back for Koreans, but I want to believe.
보여드린 것 같습니다.
혹시 이 맥스 선수의 이 마지막 세트 레킹볼을 보고 혹시 팀 내부에서는 좀 합격점이 주어졌습니까?
그건
Alright.
모르겠네. 이제 감독님이 아직
Once again, we're
말을
done
안
before
하셔서
midday, aren't we?
들어봐야 될 것 같아요. 그거는.
그러면 이제 그런 내용 같은 경우에는 또 이제 추후에 인터뷰 기회가 있다면 확인을 해보도록 하겠고요. 자, 그리고 이제 오늘 또 재밌는 조합을 하나 더 보여주셨어요. 소위 이제 자일리톨 조합을
Alright,
보여주셨는데
so where are we?
조합이 가지는 강점에 대해서 플레이하신 크레이지라고
Hoping for the same next weekend.
어떤 부분에서 강점을 보고 하신 걸까요?
We'll see, Coleman. We'll see.
라이프이버 이제
That's all the matches for today.
실력도
Yes.
되게 좋으니까
Um,
되게 좋겠다.
All the matches for today.
그럼 이제
We're going to get more Asia Saturday and Sunday, and EMEA in North America also kicks off on Saturday and Sunday. Remember, that's the end of playoffs for EMEA in North America as well, right? So, as high stakes as it gets, by the end of this weekend, we will know which teams are going to China out of those two regions. For the Asia, we'll still just finish. We'll finish up the group stage. The games do start to heat up, right? Because we're going to get a Japan versus Pacific and Japan versus Pacific on both the Saturday and Sunday, as well as the Korean Derby, which will also determine who is the first seed, right? So as you can expect, the first seed from each group will play the second seed from the other group. Let me refresh this, see if it's got the updated scores. So, Crazy Raccoon will have to play one of Zeta or Falcons, I believe. And then whoever wins this group will play Way. So I imagine for Group B, that's Zeta Division versus Falcons. That's probably a great opportunity to dodge Crazy Raccoon if they win that game. So actually, a really useful one. You'll be good for it, Sis. You'll be good for it. You playing Way? Start the upload, mate. Well, YouTube's ready to go. So yeah, Uncoachable will probably be out within an hour or so of now for anyone who wants the Smash content. I just need to send a message. Hold on.
오늘도 응원해주셔서 감사하고 일요일 웨이전도 경기 재밌게 준비해서 와보도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 지금까지 이번 경기 승리한 크레이지 라쿤의 초롱
Paley versus Maka, the bleed grudge match.
네, 감사합니다.
Uncoachable for your Friday train journey? Perfect.
라이프 점수가 상당히 인상적인데요. 뭐 그건 이제 추후 경기를 통해서 증명이 될 수 있으면 좋겠고요. 자, 오늘의 경기 결과부터
People fiending for it. I think it was a good episode, right? I don't know if anyone here is a Patreon supporter of Uncoachable. You would have obviously got early access to it yesterday. So I don't know if anyone saw it. Would they recommend it? How it scales up to some of our previous episodes. But I thought Smash was good for it. Smash a fun guy to talk to.
WCS 코리아 지역이 왜 이렇게 강한지. 그러니까 정확히는 그거예요.
All right, confirmation of all our results today. And I think we've completed our free Overwatch course of the Asia playoffs now. Better than the 9K one. Smash was funny. Smash is funny. Would you say the episode was yummy? Yeah, I say the episode was yummy. The Smash lexicon is going to start taking over Overwatch, I think. Diva here looks really yummy. Game is done. Alright. What are we doing? Smash has been running up the rank this season. Man is goated. Alright. Alright, confirmation of our groups here as well. So, yeah. Obviously, Varel and Vortex Wolf now no longer possible for them to qualify out of groups. It's become mathematically impossible. Obviously, Nighttime Divine, they still have a chance, but they need to beat Korea. Alright, these are our fixtures tomorrow. Nighttime Divine versus Way. Maybe a little bit of promise there, right? Nighttime Divine, bit of life in that last map. Falcons v Zeta, I think, will be the headline. And actually, Varel versus MFC. That'll be a fun one as well. So, today is actually looking pretty good right now. Obviously, remember, Falcons Zeta. I don't know if someone can confirm to me, because my expectation for the group is it's just first seed from one group plays second from the other, etc. But I don't know if there's also, I guess an alternate option would be somebody gets to pick, but I don't know how you like determine who gets to pick. So they might just do opposite sides here. So Zeta v Falcons might be for a chance to avoid Crazy Raccoon in that first round of playoffs, which actually probably quite a nice thing to happen. You'll have to take him on eventually, but nice to
이렇게
skip them for a
오늘도
round.
프레적의 강세 이어지면서 또 여러 가지 재밌는 장면들이 연출이 되어 갔는데
Who has a better chance? Wei for sure. Wei for sure. Still have to heavily favour the Koreans in these situations, even if, in theory, United Divine showed some life today and Wei are maybe bottom of the Korean pecking order of the 4 Korean teams we've got out in this event. But I think still heavily favour the Koreans. But there's always a chance, right? It's not over till it's over, as they say. Alright, a bow and a goodbye from our Korean casters. So I think that probably wraps us, right? I should end the stream. I should get Uncoachable uploading, because I imagine there's a few people interested in an Uncoachable or so. So let's let me go big screen for a second. Or let me find someone to raid. We raided Sky Tour yesterday. Feels like there's not a lot of people online at this time of day. Let's see. Oh, Stelios is online. Should we get French? Anyone handle a bit of morning French? Let's see if anyone else is online. Yeah, it's been a while since I've raided Stelios. Let's do Stelios. Soon. He's not on the team, he's just also French. Stelios isn't on Peps. Alright, let's do it then, yeah? Alright. I'll love you and leave you. I will get Uncoachable up as soon as possible. Expect that within the next hour. YouTube, Spotify, I'll post on Twitter when it's out as well. And I'll see you all tomorrow morning, bright and early, for hopefully a little bit higher quality of games, or at least a little bit closer, as well as that Korean derby. That one will be higher quality, let's be honest. And of course, EMEA and North American playoffs in the evening. So lots of exciting Overwatch over the weekend. Go check out Uncoachable. Hopefully you enjoy the episode. Show Smash some love. Always got a lot of time for Smash. And then we'll reconvene for the weekend where we can root for Smash, Chrissy and Hunter to qualify for China. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Get all the boys out in China. All right. I'll see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Have a good Friday, everyone.